Okay, we are back. Back at it again. MCR's back, tell a friend. Alright, so the intro has played. We will wait here for a couple of minutes and then we'll get started. Matter of fact, I just so let me go take care of that before we start, because otherwise it's going to bug me the whole time. Okay, there we go. Might be a little bit of an exercise today because, well, over the 10-day duration of my break, I have not opened my mouth for more than about 10 seconds to speak. So, speaking almost continuously for 2.5 to 3 hours might be a little more than I'm used to. That's okay. We'll take it a step at a time. So. Hey, Lifeblood, how's it going? Welcome back. Yeah, that's me right now, fading back into existence. Had to absorb all of the decongestants and vitamins and minerals that I took over the past 10 days just to get rid of that shit. God, it wasn't even bad. It was just annoying because it was just stuck in there, the mucus and crap, and it's like, just get out of my body. You are not welcome here. Like, just leave me alone. So, I'm glad to be back here where I no longer have to tell anything or anyone to leave me alone because, well, I'm like 99.9% over it. I'm probably closer to like 95. There's just a little tickle in there, and that's about all that's left, so. So let me slightly temporarily relieve the tickle that's in my throat with some water. There we go. And now let's get started. Guess who got themselves a new obsession since last week? Well, it's only you and me here, and I did completely F all since last week, so I think the guess is pretty. I'm pretty confident in my guess, I should say. So what's the new obsession? You tell me while I do the intro. How about that? And then I will react. Excuse me. But I will not let my neck react because my neck is currently where the problems are. Well, they lay in my neck for the past 10 days, more specifically in my throat. But yeah, it's mostly gone. Like I said a couple minutes ago, I'm glad to have cleared it up because the last thing I want to do is bring a sickness to Ixatakan airspace. That's just great. That's quite literally smallpox. That's all these people need, is for me to bring an airborne illness to them. Was smallpox airborne? I don't remember. I think it was. I don't remember exactly how it works with smallpox, but that's the last thing they need, is for me to bring them a disease from wherever we came from. It's as if they're not already having enough problems with the Valuans. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Skies of Arcadia Legends, the stream edition. Last time, we made it across South Ocean to Horteka and Ixatakan airspace. And we just went poking and prodding around looking for some stuff in the area. We did a couple of discoveries in the area. I actually remembered there's a couple of other ones that we can do. I think there's one under here somewhere. It, like, hangs underneath Horteka, if I recall. I don't remember exactly where it is, though. It might be like here. No. I'm looking for the compass to speed. There it is. The Garpa fruits. Yeah, so this is one of the two that I missed. I think there might be more in the area, but I like thought about it since last time, and I was like, no, there's still some stuff that I missed, but where was it? And I had to like note down. I was like writing down the ones that I already got, and I was like, no, wait a minute, something's missing here, and this is one of them. So you're really into a show called Murder Drones. It's a YouTube only thing. Like, by God, you are hard obsessed. Murder Drones, huh? Oh boy, sounds hardcore. I can't say I've ever heard of it myself. If you want to tell me about it, you can. But I've never heard of it, and it has not been recommended to me. So let's read about the Garber fruits while you're telling me. It's a vined plant that hangs from the bottom of the continent. Its stem contains a powerful hallucinogen, and it has been used for medicinal and religious purposes through the ages. It is also commonly used in local delicacies. So I'm going to have to watch out for their spirits, because, good lord, that'll knock you flat on your ass. Hopefully it's more of a mild hallucinogen, because it's the last thing I need is to be tripping around while I'm trying to do all this stuff. Alright, so it's been 10 days, so I'm a little not aware of what I'm actually need here in terms of, like, skills and all that stuff, so, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do that. And we'll just get Pyres going, and we'll get Pyre going, and we need one more SP, naturally, and then we'll be able to use 2 Pyres, which is good. Fatigue breath is not good. Also, Fina's a little out of her element here, out of her depth, because she's less than half of her HP, so we'll have to fix that, but that's okay. Not really so hardcore, you would love to tell me, but it takes away the magic of it. You can give me the premise. Yeah, give me the premise, just so I have some idea. Maybe if it sounds interesting enough, I'll go check it out. So. After I beat up these pineapples! Aw. My accuracy, though.
Give me strength.
Oh god, why? I forgot her name. Blondie in high heels. Fina. Fina is her name, yeah. I must have forgotten to heal. No, you know what it was? Is last time I said, oh, I'm going to go right into Horteka so I won't heal her. And then I decided to go hunting for discoveries and no longer have the ability to heal her with an in. So, yeah, we'll just fix that right now. How about we do this? There, that works. And since you've still got 15 MP left, let's just do that. Use a little of it up. It's okay, though. We're going to have a lot of money when we're done with this. Because I'm almost at 25,000 at the moment, and we still have discoveries to sell. Speaking of which, here's the last one that I remembered. The Golden Man. And this is the one that actually points to something. I think he points to the Wings of Gold, like one of the locations. So, if I remember right. A golden statue that stands quietly, as if pointing something out. It is thought to have been placed here to protect the sacred land. Male statues are often found in temples and other buildings, while female statues are found near holy lakes and trees. So maybe this was a temple or building, unless this is a... No, it's the Golden Man, so it's not a female statue. Oh, okay, and there's something else in there. The Golden Man's Eye. We keep just taking this stuff. Like, yes, I can blame you for taking a little bit of treasure. We need to not take the treasure. These people need their stuff. These are sacred artifacts. We can't just steal from them. I mean, we can, but we shouldn't. Oh good, we're being back attacked. It's a good thing I healed, because Fina's about to get rocked. It's a good thing fatigue fades away at the end of each fight. Hey Amarella, how's it going? Welcome back. Yeah, steal all the artifacts. We're pirates after all. That's Aka's thought process anyway. I just don't think it's making a good impression on us, that's all. We'll get to Horteka, and they'll be like, hello, travelers, welcome to our village. By the way, why do you have $60,000 worth of priceless artifacts that you took from our stuff that you discovered? That might not leave a good impression on some people. Reign of Death. Reign of Kill Them All, Vice. I could use Pyriz as well, but we have the 14 SP. That's the only nice part about back attacks, is that you get the SP for 2 turns when you're done dealing with all of the attacks that they're doing to you, so that's kind of nice. Lets me do this more often. How can you list a price for them when calling them priceless? Yeah, I definitely didn't think about that one before it left my mouth, that's for sure. I heard myself say it, and some part of me was like, you just put a price on a priceless artifact, and I was like, damn it, I'm too far in. I'll just keep going. Okay, cool. And we got Noxus, that's good. Fina's right on her tail there in terms of getting Noxus. Alright, now you're pointing that way. So, all likelihood, something's over there. Can't wait till I get Sacrum. That's the next level after Noxus. There's the Wings of Gold, which we already got. Is he pointing here? No. Just look back. Vaguely in this direction. That's where he's pointing. Vaguely in this direction. Well, whatever it is, we can't get up to it at this moment if it's up on one of these plateaus because we just can't get high enough. So that's fine. I found the 2 that I actually remembered, so that's all that really matters at the moment. So let's head back to Horteka now that we've found those. Where the hell is Horteka anyway? I think it's like right here, so I guess I'm going in the right direction. Vaguely. There it is. Alright, now we'll land in Horteka finally. So let's dock and resupply and refuel and do all that stuff. Humans mine a planet and use their robots called worker drones. Humans kill themselves and the worker drones start their own life. Company does not like that, sends disassembly drones to kill the worker drones and they have to hide. No, it's not horror. Okay, well that sounds interesting. Kind of an interesting like sci-fi robotics plot. That's cool. That was your favorite thing in D&D, stealing stuff from ruins, local tribe or villagers going, that's our priceless artifact, please return it, we'll give you this much gold for its return. That's a price, double it, if it's priceless to you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I would say they're a little sketchy, but to them, we're probably a little sketchy, because we have no masks and no spears, so... Oh, I know that name, Katya. We have a message in a bottle about a Katya. Fina, is there something you aren't telling us? Are you like some princess god of the Ixatakan people? Yes, actually. But I think they have you confused for someone else. Oh, okay. Well, I guess they did lump us in with the Valuans, which is not very nice, but then again, they don't really know us, do they, so... You didn't read the note, did you? Who read the note, then? I read the note, but did Aka read the note? She looks just as confused as I... Maybe Fina read the note. Nope, never mind. Apparently nobody read the note. That's a fair point, Drachma. Yeah, actually, we should probably do that. And also, yeah, see if we can find any moonstones while we're here. Let's see if the villagers want to part with them. Hopefully, because if not, we're going to be stuck here. So Horteka is a bit of a large area, so we'll have to see what we can do around here. Yeah, I mean, that's fair, considering I'm not exactly well known to you. I think you had like 5 characters that were actually decent people, and the rest were just trying to make as much money as possible and retire as true neutrals. Yeah, there you go. Is it gory if you count robots having oil as blood? To me, I don't count that. Usually if it's gore, I would only count it if it's like human blood, you know? But that's just me. Oh, okay, fair enough. I don't think you'd want to confuse the people of the East as Katya. It's probably like part of their creation myth or something, this Katya. Maybe it's like a traveler god or something. I don't know. It's been a while, so I don't remember. I think they tell you, but I don't remember because it's been so long since I played. Then it is not gory for you. Okay, good. Fair enough. Hi there. You guys aren't going to sell me anything, are you? Yeah. Okay, well, fair enough. I guess I gotta go talk to the elder before these people will sell to me. Well, since that's the case, do I go down? I think I go down here to get to that northwest corner. There's a cham over here that we can get, if I remember right. And after that, there's also a moonfish that we can get, or two. I forget exactly. It's been a little bit. Right around here somewhere. There you are. A cham. I wonder what's over here. I forget what's over here, but there's. I mean, it's a new section of the map, but excuse me, we can go check and see exactly what. That doesn't look like a Ixatakan airship. That looks very European. Too European to be Ixatakan. Well, let's go check it out. Yeah, and these kids also look very European, other than the little girl over there, who is probably from Ixataka. Maybe somebody crash-landed over here? Hello, what's going on? Hey, Conker, it's going good. How's it going for you there? We just got started. We're in Horteka. We discovered a few more things, and now we're in Horteka. Just looking around, but apparently we found an airship from somebody else. Yeah, we did, actually, by some miracle. Oh, that's all you say. Okay. I was kind of hoping you'd have more dialogue so you could tell me what the hell's going on here. But, nope. Maybe you will. Hey, kid. Yeah, we're actually not from this town. We're from across South Ocean at Pirates Isle. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, it wasn't easy. So this is Hans. Hello. Oh, okay, gotcha. So you're under the command of a different Captain Sentime. And yeah, that probably happened when you tried to cross South Ocean, huh? That's no good. Oh, so you know him. Maybe that's how they got here? Oh. Well, that's just great. Oh, okay, well, fair enough. Hopefully, because it kind of sucks that they're forcing him into labor for them. Yeah, or at least point us in the right direction. I mean, we've already stolen enough from the Ixatakans. I don't want to steal any more. We'll steal from you instead. There we go. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, this should keep our engine in good supply for a little while. Sounds like a plan. And we get moonstone fuel from this, so that's one of 2 objectives complete. And we just gotta meet with the Elder so we can see what they've got going on. I think there's a treasure over here. Yep. And, okay, that's a lot of sacred crystals. We will not run out of those anytime soon now. There we go. The camera is so much more responsive if you hold L and R down while you're moving. It's kind of crazy, actually. Is this explorable? No. Okay. The whole map is already filled in for you, so you don't have to do it yourself, unlike in dungeons. There you go. Good girl. She's not talking to strangers. Yes, her father taught her well. Actually, thinking about your Pathfinder characters, they were either people who became saints in the homebrew world that your old DM ran, or true neutrals that stole anything not nailed down and sold it to anyone who was buying so they could get a comfy life. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that, huh? A little bit of lawful good and a little bit of true neutral. Well, that's fair. You need a little variety in your games, so it's not a bad thing to have a little bit of it, you know. Sort of babysitting, but are cleaning out the PC at the moment. There you go. Well, you know, give you something to do, I suppose. Might as well multitask if it's not too taxing, you know. Let's see if I can... Oh, okay, I can go up here. The heck do you suppose that thing is? Some kind of spider monkey looking thing? Or is that a person? No, that's something else. Some kind of spider monkey looking thing. What is that thing? Oh, you're not going to tell me because I haven't met with the Elder yet. Well, that's fine. I'll just use your gondola to steal more things that aren't nailed down. Yeah, useless pieces of healing. Yep. We'll make use of them, but they're kind of going out of style at this point. So instead of using Sacri, or Sacres, we'll just use a whole bunch of them. We got a Moonberry out of that chest, though. So, Drachma, what do you need to get to your next super move, anyway? You still can't use it, probably because we don't have enough. Unless I can use it for somebody else. No, you can't use it. And you can't. Probably because I need 2 in order to get the next super move for everybody. Other than Vice, he's going to need like 3. So. Alright, well, anyway. We'll just take our time and explore around while we're here. I'll even slide down like this, down the fireman's pole. There you go. There was a ladder over there. Let's check over here first, before we go down that ladder. Since I'm already over here, I might as well, yeah. And I don't exactly remember where we're supposed to go, so we're gonna probably end up just exploring the whole place anyway. That house looks vaguely important. Let's see how vaguely important. Not vaguely important at all, actually. Ah, well, fair enough. That makes sense. Love it when you get a shit ton of low-level healing items. Like, the devs know how stupid it is. They're like, well, these are going to be not so useful pretty soon, so I guess we might as well get them out of the way now. Oh, okay, there's another section of the map here. Cool. What do we got in here? Hello there. Oh, okay, fair enough. Sorry for the intrusion. I think this is the Elder's house, if I recall correctly. So before we go in there, let's go steal more shit that isn't nailed down. I love how I was complaining about it when we were going off to take the stuff from their artifacts before, and now I'm just wandering through the entire town stealing whatever's not nailed down. Like, I have, in the space of 20 minutes, completely lost my qualms for stealing, so. Off to bed now, though. Haven't slept for a couple of days now. Ooh, yeah. Definitely go get some sleep then, Amarella. Take it easy. Yeah, so here's the moonfish right down there. Gotcha. This music sort of reminds you of a level from a Kirby game? Yeah, kind of. I can kind of hear it, like a jungle level of some kind. A lot of jungle music is very similar, I find, in games. There's a Piranha Seed. That's a stat-boosting item, but for what? I don't remember. Hi there. Oh, okay. Fair enough, I suppose so. Well, once we talk to the Elder, they'll hopefully be a little more forthcoming with their stuff. So. You're a pirate. Get it together, bro. Yeah, I know. This is the quandary that I have often with video games, is that like I don't get into character until a while into the game when they're doing something that could be morally questionable. And again, I got it together pretty good in a couple of other games where I was playing as more naturally evil characters. I basically played a serial killer straight in Gothic 2, so like not from the beginning of the game, but nearly from the beginning. So you personally don't hear Kirby, but you hear Donkey Kong. Yeah, actually, and kind of in a way, I hear a little of both. So I can see both of them being in here. So let's save right here. Yep, this is the Elder's hut. Cool. So let's chat with the Elder, since nobody else will chat with me. Hopefully the rest will chat with me after. Nice headpiece, dude. Holy crap. Is that coming off of your eyebrows? Good lord. Yes, that would be us. Please don't lump us in with the Valuans. We're not evil, in the same sense. Oh, well, okay. Oh, okay, gotcha. So the giant that he's referring to is probably the Gigas. Uh-huh. Alright. But you also thought that of the Valuans, so... Excuse me. Yeah, we don't like those people particularly much, too. What do you mean they're here, too? We saw a Valuan warship, and Beliza told us about them being here. Oh, well, fair enough. And then they took all of them. Great. Don't they have enough moonstones themselves, though? Maybe they need them from a different element. Oh, excuse me. And let me guess, they're holding them and using them for labor. Great. Yeah, I could see how that would cause a problem. We just come here seeking treasure that the Valuans stole. Sure, that. Yeah, and we also need to get rid of the Valuans because they're trying to take this, and yeah. What do you think, Elder? Oh. Okay, cool. Well, looks like he kind of trusts us, but probably more than the people who were pointing weapons at him, so, you know, that probably helps. Well, of course they're pure. Pure teenage, fill in the blank for yourself. At the end there. I will use this information wisely. Well, it's surprising he trusts us, but I suppose if he didn't, we wouldn't exactly get very far in this JRPG. Oh, okay, sure, why not? I'll take it. Thank you. Pure as an idiot can be. Yeah, you know, that's about right. Thank you, I will. 160 gold isn't too bad anyway for a rest, so... We should go chat with these people now that they're less, now that we've talked with the Elder. I think they all have new things to say, so since I didn't talk with most of them, let's go see what they say. Why do they have the same money? I don't actually know that one. You would think that they would, you know, not use currency, but maybe the currency's, like, ancient, like they use similar currency to what they had before the wars that happened with the Gigas. I don't know. Well, we defeated a Valuan warship, so... it's a fair question, I don't know. Oh, okay, cool. Now I play because I realized I made a terrible mistake welcoming these Valuans because they are out and out evil, and I need them to leave. But yeah, I don't have a logical explanation as to why they use the same currency. Probably just for convenience. It's probably a game mechanic thing. So this is Tika Tika. Hello. Yeah, I can tell, considering you're a sharpshooter, aren't you? You got a bow on your back. Oh, okay. Sure, what do you see? Getting in the spirit there? Ah, okay, the Golden Man. Yeah, I've seen the Golden Man. And he's not too far away from the Elder's hut anyway. That treehouse that he was talking about in the thing that we passed by to go to see the Golden Man, that's actually the Elder's place, so... I suppose we could have just, you know, gone and gotten that from there, but... I don't think there's a Sailor's Guild here, though, so the discoveries that we've made are going to have to wait a little while. I don't remember the next time you can sell them. Probably after the entire Ixataka episode, basically. So, like, once we get through this whole section, we'll be able to go to the Sailor's Guild. Probably just at Sailor's Island, and then we'll be able to go from there. So... Oh, well, that's no good. I can understand. I mean, your son was taken, so maybe we'll free him along with the rest of the people that are stuck there. Hopefully. Because it would suck for him to be dead and her to be like, you bastards. I told you this in good faith in the hopes that you would bring him back, and now he's gone. I mean, it might happen still, so... Where the hell am I going, anyway? Oh, there's a sea serpent in there I just saw. That's cool. Let's see. Oh, nothing over there. Go up to Pole. do a little cornering here, just slide around. I'm pretty sure you'd actually slip and fall a little bit more by doing it this way. Like, this is the way you'd normally do it, but what do I know? Okay, well, we're gonna dismount right here, so there we go. And it looks like that's a slide of some kind, so we're gonna slide down once we're done here. First, let's see what's in here. Oh, okay. Makes sense. I could have sworn one of these houses had like an item in one of the pots, but that might be at the Elder's house. So. Wow. Fancy slide they got. Oh, okay. Almost just got attacked by more pineapples. There we go. Well, that was kind of cool. And this is the tavern, if I recall correctly. I think there's something in here, too. Imagine if a civilization in a game used the barter system instead of a somehow universally accepted currency. Yeah, that would be... It would be an interesting bit of world building, I think, if they did that. And it's like, well, this makes sense. These people are, you know, not used to the normal economic system because they're so far away from the regular trade routes. So. Why are so many video game villains so inhuman? Oh, just to make you hate them. Like, they don't want to make them sympathetic because sometimes they just want you to hate them. I think there's another moonfish around here because this is the tavern, yeah, so... At least my notes say there's another one around here. Merida's dancing. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would kind of dampen the mood a little bit. Great. Well, hopefully we'll be able to bring them back, and that'll help a little bit. Is Merida outside of the tavern or inside? It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, there we go. No, probably because the people are gone, right? Oh, yeah, and that would kind of dampen the mood, too. Great. I think she's actually the one that sent the message in the bottle, but apparently we can't give it to her just yet, so... I think you can give it to her later, if I remember right, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So... Well, there's something over here. Go take a look. That pineapple is looking at me threateningly. A sacred box. Okay, well, reusable sacred isn't too bad, I guess. If you know, once you get rid of those 25 sacred crystals you just got, now you have one in a box too. I mean, I guess we could just sell it. I don't know how much it would sell for, but I guess I could find out eventually. This place goes on for a while, doesn't it? Oh, okay, I can go out here. And there's a moonfish. Up or down? Let's see. Oh, there it is. Alright, and that's all the moonfish that are here for now, so that's good. Slide there, but before we go on the slide, I want to go up this ladder here. Just to take a look at what they've got up here. Doesn't look like a whole lot. Yeah, probably not. It might be some kind of glue. Maybe they use it for the Loqua drinks that they make. Maybe it is Loqua. Looks a little more silvery than I thought it would be, but... Excuse me. Alright, down the slide again. Well, different slide this time. We'll see where this one takes us. I just like that they've got a slide system that gets them around town. Like, these are people that know how to have fun. I approve. It's great. Let's see. Oh, maybe this is where the ladder goes to, the one that was at the beginning of town. I made a very complete circle around the town without even intending to. That's just great. Alright, well, we can go to the shop now that the Elder has said that we're okay. And then after that, we'll head to the Elder's house. Or the King's house, rather. The King's hideout, I should say. Yeah, but we're trying to take it from the Valuans, so... Oh. Well, that's no good. I'm not going to beat you, for what it's worth, because that's not going to help my cause. Haven't the Valuans ever heard that you get further with honey than with vinegar? Isn't that how the saying goes? I think. Oh, okay, gotcha. I would think that eventually Ketchia would want you to, you know, save your forest yourselves, but, well, it's fine. Maybe we'll find this Ketchia person while we're at it. This is the item shop, okay. And the weapon shop. Well, thank you for doing that even though you don't like it, at the very least. Let's see, we probably have a couple of things to sell. Let's see here. I got a whole bunch of sacred crystals, and I have a drill squid that I can sell. Apparently it sells for 300. And a spear squid. Oh, this increases power by 3. Okay, well, probably give that the Vice. Sacred box only sells for 8, so I don't think we want to do that. And as far as I'm aware, these other fish that you can catch, other than the sky sardies, which we need for a side quest in a few minutes, well, it's really just it's a barter, basically, that we'll be doing once we're done in Ixtacan airspace. Other than that, I don't think there's any situation where you need to have like any fish that you can catch. At least as far as I remember, anyway. Okay, but I think we're in good shape in terms of selling stuff, so let's see what we can buy. We got a hunter's sword and a hunting arc. It is better on the attack, but worse on the hit, and it doesn't cause weak. I might wait for getting a thing for Aka, because, like, until the next upgrade after the hunting arc. Just because it's like, I mean, it's better, but I'm not really using her to physically attack right now anyway, so. I am using Vice to physically attack, though, so probably a good idea to buy this hunter's sword for him. Miner's overalls. I don't remember what Drachma has equipped, but this is an upgrade for him. Fina can get the fiber robe. It's very good for magic defense. It's a pretty decent upgrade. It lowers her hit and dodge, but it's a pretty decent upgrade defense-wise. And then golden armor, which is better than the miner's overalls, but not really by much. I don't know if I could justify... This is like the work pants in Super Mario RPG, where it's like, I mean, it's not the best armor, but I don't know if I could justify spending an extra 1,500 gold for something with less magic defense, you know? So, this is dodge percent and defense. Not really my cup of tea. So, Hunter's Sword. Sounds like a good purchase. Let's see. You currently have a Nazar Cutlass, so yeah, it's a pretty solid upgrade for you. Miner's overalls for Drachma. And he has, oh no, that's Vice. I was gonna say, he has the Victory Mail, but no, that's Vice. You have the Flame Mantle, so. And I think the Flame Mantle reduces the damage from red element attacks, but Drachma has so much HP, I'm not even worried about it, to be honest. It's fine to swap him out of that. I should probably get a fiber robe for Fina as well, even though it reduces her hit and dodge. But if I need her to dodge, I'll just guard. And I don't need her to hit because she probably won't be using actual physical attacks very often. So the defense is more than worth it. It's probably more than worth it for Aka too, even with the Nazar Combat Mail having the extra attack and will on it. But we'll worry about that later. For now, Fina, you can have that. And now we just sell a few things that we no longer need, like this. Let them examine it and be like, ooh, this is kind of interestingly made. Yeah, well, if it does protect against red element, it's not telling me, so. And there we go. All right. Thank you, sir. I don't think we really used too many items, so. And apparently his daughter is the item shop person, so that's cool. Oh, they sell sacrum crystals here. Wow, that's pretty good. It's a lot earlier than you can even get sacrum for yourself, and even though they're very expensive, they also have a really solid effect in that they restore 1,000 HP for all allies when you use them, so these are well worth buying just a few to have, honestly, so I think I'll buy like 5 just to have them. It's a very solid healing item, and it'll probably be our go-to healing item for most of the game, so. I'd like to get Sacrum on Vice eventually, because then he can use his MP for that in between battles instead of just using these crystals, but yeah, that's a bit of a pipe dream for right now. I do need more magic droplets, though, so let's buy like 20 of those. Because I definitely used quite a few on the way here. You can get Risen crystals if we want. But I'm not a big fan of them because they only have a 50% chance of actually working. I would just wait until you get Risen crystals and just don't die. Just don't die until then, or just use one of the 2 Rizalem boxes that you got, because with those you've got effectively like 6 Rizalem crystals in your inventory, so... Yeah, just don't die, Forehead. It's fine. Excuse me. Okay. Well, we've explored around. We found a cham. We found 2 moonfish. And I didn't feed the cham to Cupel yet, so let's do that, and then we'll head off. There you go, buddy. Yeah, he's a little bit of a ways until his next upgrade, if I recall correctly, so it might be a little bit before that happens. But it's fine. No big deal. Vice, how about we give you the Piranta seed there, brother, because you need the power. You have the power, but you need the power too. So, alright, and that takes care of that. We'll be back once we figure out where this crystal is. And ideally, after we free all the people from their sacred mountain that's been taken over by the Valuans, that would be a good idea too. I was going to say, ooh, look, space squid, but... Well, first of all, they're in the sky, not in space. And second of all, I can't get my ship quite high enough to catch them. Now we'll worry about that later. We're going to need another engine upgrade before we can do that thing there, so... Don't die, bro. My goodness, what an idea. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah, seriously. It's just that simple. What's going on, Aka? A smell? Oh, well, that's not good. I'm willing to bet that it's, yeah, not going to be a good thing that's burning. Great. The Valuans set the forest on fire. Something's going to be a little upset with that. You put your flamethrower on the end of an arm? Don't you guys have magic cannons? Can't you just use Pyre? Isn't that more effective than this? Where you have a spray bottle attached to an... It's the Chameleon, though. It's DeLoco's airship, so of course it's going to be the most ridiculous thing you can possibly imagine, because DeLoco is the most ridiculous person you can possibly imagine. So he would do things in a more over-the-top way than you should, because, well, look at the guy. Like, you would expect somebody like that to have something like a flamethrower on an arm. Oh, boy. I don't think that's going to work. The lost city of Rixus. Oh, so apparently they know kind of where the moon crystal is, according to rumor. So we're gonna have to fight him now, aren't we? Great. I didn't even save. Well, I saved a town, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, that's me. Now he can kill 2 birds with 1 flamethrower. Great. Well, if you're gonna cook it for me, I would prefer rare, actually. We're gonna have to engage if we keep flying over this. You guys know that, right? Aren't we just going to the king's house? No, because the Empire's burning the forest down, so now we're gonna have to engage. Fantastic. Okay, sounds like a plan. Let's see what we can do, shall we? Yeah, a lighter in front of a deodorant, basically, like, come on now. How ridiculous. But yeah, so now we have to fight the Chameleon. Alright, sounds like a plan. Let's see what we can do. So, I think, if I remember right, all of the yellow and red squares in this battle are times when he uses the flame cannon on you, so we'll just have to be careful of that, but, well, we got a few things that we can use here. I've got 9 SP, so if I use the Blasta for... Yeah, so I can't hit him with the torpedo, the blaster, and a cannon on the same turn, so instead of that, let's do this. And we'll let you use... I'll just let you focus, that's fine. And I could increm up even while I'm thinking about it, so maybe I'll do that with Thena's turn. And then we'll go from there. This is increm, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, so actually I should use that on the first turn, so let's have Eka focus on the second. We'll use this on the first turn, and then Drachma, you can use Blaster. There we go. That should help a little bit. Weren't there like 4 of these chameleons? Yeah, he's got a few subordinate ships, but apparently he isn't using them against us, so that's just great. Get a little focus while we're at it. We just gotta wait for an opening, basically. There'll be an opportunity, like in all the ship battles, where they basically say, hey, make a decision, and if you make the right one, you can get some big damage off, so that's what we'll do. Hopefully. Optimal. Aw. Yeah, those blasters aren't exactly the most accurate things, but, well, that wasn't the turn where I wanted it to hit anyway, so... The main time you want it to hit is during those chance moments where it has the C. So let's focus our firepower. Nice. That'll work. He's probably got like 25,000-ish HP. I think the Lynx had like no, not 30. Had like 20 probably, so something like that. Well, yeah, I mean, if I didn't, do you think we'd get through this battle? Silence, you fool! Are you sure about that? Because I'm not so convinced. Okay, so we have some opportunities here, and there will be a potential chance to use the harpoon cannon on the next turn, so I guess we don't want to use too much of our firepower. I think I remember how this battle works, though. I think if I remember right, you actually want to focus your firepower on the yellow turns, because it's kind of like with the red Gigas, where he, whatchamacallit, where if you focus your firepower on the yellow turns, it'll disrupt his attack, and that'll give you an opportunity. Unless that's just a decision, and I'm thinking of a later fight, which is possible. How about you two focus, so that way we can use the harpoon cannon next turn, because I'm going to use a little SP doing this, so... Yeah, it should be fine. We might take a little damage, but that's alright. We can always heal that off next turn. I have Sacres. More torpedoes. Yeah, charge and more charge. Yep, so we can use that harpoon cannon. Get some big damage off while we're at it. Alright, so we'll use 8 SP. So we'll be at 11, and then we'll get back, I think, like 10-ish, I think, at the end of the turn. Well, we'll see. I don't remember exactly how much SP you get back at the end of each turn, but we'll find out. Got a good opportunity here, got a good angle on him. But he's prepping an attack, so... Oh, he's focusing, okay. And there goes his sub-cannon, because we were behind him. Take the chances while we can get them. Like this. Aw. I wanted to disrupt his attack, though. Well, we're gonna get blasted now. Oh, that's why, because he used an evasive action. Okay. A little unfortunate, but... it's alright. Okay, so let's take a look and see if they give me a decision, or if he's just going to blast us this turn. He's just going to blast us this turn. Okay, well, I'm going to need to heal then. We'll want to use the harpoon cannon, though, while we're doing that. So let's do this. And then... let me see here. Well, I definitely want Eka to guard on this turn, so we'll do that. I think what's going to happen is the torpedo is going to hit on this turn. So, do I want to Sacres then? Like, take a risk and do it that way? Or do I just want to use a deluxe kit? I mean, I could probably just use a deluxe kit and be okay. So, let's just do it there. That's fine. Oh, and I need to increm up as well again, so let's use another Oppa Wax while we're thinking about it. Because otherwise, we won't have enough damage. Or actually, maybe I should take a risk then and use the Oppa Wax here. Yeah, it's probably okay. probably being the key word. Let's just see what happens. Alright, here we go. Because I want to get the maximum damage off if I can from the harpoon cannon, so let's do it. Okay. Good so far. Probably going to use like a torpedo this turn, because it's got a yellow right before the other thing, so... Right before the red, which is when he's going to use the flame cannon. Okay, good. That should do good damage. Yeah, that did pretty good damage, yeah. Probably if we had hit them on the turn that they were guarding, we probably would have killed them right there, like, just blown up the ship before they could even use the flame cannon, but, well, they were guarding, so... A little unfortunate, but we took the risk. Alright, there we go. We probably shouldn't be flying directly in front of him, just a thought, because he's kind of got the flame cannon to do stuff to us. Okay, there's another cannon. Alright, evasive maneuvers! Here comes the flamethrower. I would prefer if you didn't, Mega Man X7 Sigma Man. Ow. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Made it sound a lot worse than it actually was in the cutscene, didn't they? Then again, I took evasive action, so that's why we didn't take like 5,000 damage from it. It needs a little tuning, if I'm honest, because we did a hell of a lot more to you than you just did to us, so... Ah, okay, maybe that's what I was thinking of. It's the turn directly before the yellow turns, so if we knock him off balance, the cannon won't happen. So basically, focus your fire here, I think, is what Drac was trying to say. So let's do that. I'll even guard right now. Let me think. Well, if I guard there and I, like, torpedo, I might be able to do some stuff with it. So let's use one of our repair kits, actually. And then, if I use the torpedo... Okay, I get to pick the turn that it actually goes off. So, let's do this. Let's see what happens. Yeah, anticlimactic. Just a little bit, yeah. I probably should have focused, but we might get away with it here. You never know. Alright. Let's use one of these torpedoes. I installed them, so I might as well, you know. Let's just hope we actually hit next turn. Okay, sub-cannon, that's fine. Not doing a whole lot to us right now, DeLoco. You definitely needed a little tuning with this thing. There we go. And now he won't be able to focus fire on us, if the game told me correctly. I mean, there's that, sure, but... Nah. That's not the thing I'm worried about, you know. Maybe I should be worried about it, considering he just did more damage with all that than he did with the flamethrower, but that's alright. Alright, let's see if we threw him off balance here. Yes, we did, because we got the this turn here. And we have enough to use the harpoon cannon, so let's just do that to finish him off, because why the hell not, right? I guess I could use an Opal Wax, but he's got like 2 HP left, so like what do I care? I could also use a repair kit. And I think I will actually do that because, I mean, we might as well. We only have a few of them, so... And then just focus away, I guess. Alright. So that wasn't too hard. A lot simpler than the Lynx, that's for sure. Okay, DeLoco, why don't you go back to Valua to get this tune-up? Because that would save me a lot of trouble. Yeah. Complete overkill, but hey, that's fine. And now he's going to crash into the forest with his burning ship, so now the whole forest will, in fact, also be on fire. Great. Good job, Vice. Nice job breaking it, Hero. No, I don't think he crash lands in the forest, if I remember right, but I could be wrong. We'll see. Got another Captain Stripe, though. That's nice. A little extra HP. Probably gonna need it if we have to fight, like, another Gigas. What do you mean, how? You let me go behind your ship. Well, you could say that if you want, but... think you used a little too much energy there. Okay, well, I guess they're going to get out away from the forest before they burn the whole thing down with the ship crash landing, so... So are we going to Moonstone Mountain, or are we going to the King's Hideout? I think we're going to the King's Hideout first, since we just flew past it, you know, since it's right there. Let me use the Captain's Stripe while we're at it, though. Because I might as well. Is it in here? No, it's not in here. It's in here. There it is. There you go, little Jack. And then we'll use the repair kit so we can top you off. And then we'll be good. And looks like we're all ahead full. All right. Let's head to the King's Hideout and see if he knows where the green crystal is. Hello there. Yes, that would be us, actually. You don't look as sunburnt as most of the people here. Maybe you got different skin tones? Oh, yeah, actually, I did do that, yes. It was a bit of a problem, but kind of anticlimactic with its flamethrower. No big deal. To be fair, if we didn't do something, they would have burned the forest down, so not a good thing. Why would I want to let them burn the forest down when Vice and Co. probably haven't seen a forest in their entire life? Like, not one that big, anyway. It's fine. We don't need you to compensate us. I think you have a chairman here. That's all I really need. Yes, because we want the Valuans to not get it, so... Possibly. Yeah, okay. Well, fair enough. Do you know where this lost city of Rixus is, by any chance? Ah, okay. Well, that would explain why it's lost, yeah. Because if it was the old world capital... Are we looking for El Dorado or something? Oh my god. Of course she'd want to go find it if it's a city of gold. Oh. Well, maybe it's just an illusion. Isapa. Okay, and where's this Isapa guy? Oh. Well, it looks like the stars are aligning for us. We were probably going to bust the people out of jail anyway, because the Valuans shouldn't be keeping them there and forcing them into labor. But now, as it turns out, we also need to bust them up because the Elder that knows where Rixus might be is at the Sacred Mountain being forced to do labor too, so... yeah, Eika, I don't think that there's a question here. We need to break into the Moonstone Mines. Yeah, we can save all the people, you know, do these people a solid, and then while we're at it, maybe he can tell us where the Moonstone is. Moon Crystal. Well, yeah, it's a Valuan stronghold, but we've done it before. Hell, we broke into the capital city. And lived to tell the tale. Okay. I actually know where it is. We've flown past it, so... Alright. Excuse me. So, we'll just go one right after the other here. We're making our way to Moonstone Mountain next. I think this is where the gem is. Yeah, right here. In the pot. Anything else to grab while I'm here? The next moonfish is on Moonstone Mountain, so no. And the next cham is also on Moonstone Mountain. There's two of them, so... Okay. Yeah, well, maybe we'll help you change that. Right. Will do, thank you. Anything else to say, King? Yeah, I think that's a good idea once we get him out of there. Let's make sure he's okay first before we start breaking into jail and being like, quick, tell us where Rixus is. Might be a little stressful for the guy, you know. Okay, well, there we go. Yeah, they keep things moving at a pretty decent clip in this game. They usually don't have you sticking in one location for an excessive amount of time, you know. So... It's a long RPG, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like, at least from what I remember, I don't feel like there's a lot of the game that like drags. Feels like a lot of stuff happens at a a nice brisk pace. So it's just the outskirts of that's Hans's ship. Okay, Sentime's ship rather, really, but Hans and Co have the run of it. So what do you suppose this thing is? Oh, an Ixatakan ship. Okay. Looked kind of like a monster for a second. To be like, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I wouldn't go anywhere near the value in ships if I were you. I don't think that's going to work out for you. Let's see here. Oh, we're going to need to fill that section in, but eventually we'll be on the outside of this reef here. It's at the south of South Ocean, so we'll be able to get around it eventually. Yeah, there's actually 1 Gygus for every magic caller. Yep, so there are 6 Gyguses, which probably means we'll have 6 large ship battle boss fights against them, unless one of them turns out to be friendly or something. I don't know about that. They're ancient beings of destruction, so friendly might not be in their vocabulary, We'll see, though. Alright, why don't you help out with Pyre? And then Drachma, why don't you just guard? It's fine. The only thing I need to hit with that is the Eluper, and, well, he's gone already, so... That's good. Call allies before I blow you all up, because that'll get me a little more EXP and gold. And I could use that, considering I didn't have the, what's it called? Hit the Eluper. Okay, so Fina needs a little more will, and then she can one-shot these guys without me even having to use Pyres. Matter of fact, I could practically just use Pyre, so... Green is most probable to be friendly since, healing magic. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Usually, the healing magic gods in games are a little more friendly than the other ones, so that's a fair point.
That was easy.
Well, we're in the green Moonstone chapter, so we might find out sooner than we think. Okay, nice. Level 18. That's good. It's more spirit. It's more regular spirit, which means she gets more from focusing, which is good. Noxus, that's also good. And they need about 120-something to get Sacrum, so not too bad. Alright, so I think if I remember right, yeah, Moonstone Mountain's right over here, so... Now we just gotta find the entry point. Looks like I found it. Alright. You doubt it, but if scenario, yeah, it's a possibility, yeah. Out of anybody, that's probably the one that would be, so... Except when they decide to cast Holy and destroy everything on the field, yeah. That could be a problem too, yeah. Holy magic can be destructive. It just depends on who uses it and for what reason, right? So, alright, up we go. Uh-oh, there's the labor camp. That's not good. It's welded shut? Yeah, they're definitely serious about keeping them in there. Good lord, man. That's not cool. How are they supposed to go to the bathroom? Hell, how are the Valuans supposed to go to the bathroom? I don't think they're thinking that deeply about it, if I'm honest. Well, let's use a couple of magic droplets, and I guess I could use the Cham, too, while I'm at it. I think his next upgrade is at 8 Chams, and I think that's like 6 or something that we just did, so... We're not quite there yet. And, okay. Well, let's save it. We'll go from there. Yeah, like the Persona Bless insta-kill. Yeah, that could happen too, yeah, where they use like Hama or Hamayan or anything like that, so... Yeah, and then there's the actual Holy Spell in the Final Fantasy series, yeah, where it does actual damage to things. And then there's the Dia spells from the original Final Fantasy. So I guess it's kind of a D&D thing. I'm not sure if they got the Holy Spell from D&D when they did it in Final Fantasy, but well, it's possible. This part of the floor is colored differently. Does that mean it's going to do something? Oh, great. We just triggered the alarm. Fantastic. Now entering... Oh, okay. Somebody's paying attention, or maybe they're not. Yes, actually, you're a little late in that department because we're already here. Narrowly escaped, huh? Sure, absolutely. Well, yeah, for one thing, the air pirates are a moving target, so I'm pressing X to doubt that one hard, Alfonso. Pressing X to doubt that one really hard. Well, you were demoted, that's why. If you don't understand that, then you're gonna get demoted again. I don't think you understand how things work around here. Oh boy. I mean, if he did, he probably wouldn't have been in your way, so... Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, there's the alarm, so... I wonder who it could be, yeah, absolutely. Who else would it be? We're busy, you see, DeLoco. We just got done trashing your ship, and now we're gonna trash your hideout. Yeah, something like that, yeah. Of course he built traps into the mines. I mean, he'd have to make sure nobody else escaped, so... I guess it works in reverse, too. Oh, okay. Well, there it goes. Sure did. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, it's the Empire's stronghold in this area, so it's pretty natural to have a bad feeling about it. Yeah, the classic alarm sound effect. Yeah, very stock footage. That's just great. I believe this door is a shortcut. Once we finish the dungeon, we'll be able to come back through that way. It might be an elevator or something. We'll find out. Okay. Well, we'll find out once we get through here a little bit. If I remember right, this is a bit of a long dungeon. Oh, there's a champ around here somewhere. What about here? There we go. Got another one. And I think if I remember right, there's 2 of them in this dungeon, the champs. So I guess I could just check my notes. Ah, he turned into Cupel Sword. Nice. That's the next upgrade for her. Not really a huge upgrade because, I mean, she's not going to be using it to attack, but, you know. Probably not this episode, but possibly next episode we'll actually be able to change the way that we feed Cupel because we'll get the other 2 types of chams in the game because there's one that's like a special type of cham that changes the way that the evolution pattern happens for Cupel. And then after that, there's another one that is, it changes, it lets you basically have him regurgitate all the chams he's eaten so you could feed him a different way, so you could change the way that he evolves, so. Yeah, well, the slimes are a little different, but mostly the same enemies otherwise. Lucich! Okay, great. How about we just do some pyre-ing? We can go from there. And yeah, you just guard, that's fine.
Move! Give me strength!
Don't do a whole lot to the loopers, but apparently it kills the slimes, so that's good. Alright, so we only need 1 pyre, got it. Oh, you weren't even looking at me. How'd you dodge that?
Move! Give me strength!
Alright, well anyway. Oh, wow, Fena's got enough will to do 1 damage to the loopers. That's pretty good. Alright, let's Cutlass Fury one of them just to make sure we hit one of them, ideally. The Stormwing, probably out of anything, has the highest chance of hitting it, so... Just gonna skip this one and just see it. Just... bleh, slap him upside the head. Oh, he's guarding even, so that might make this a little tougher. But he'll stick around for a turn because he's guarding, so... yeah. So even though he's dying, I mean... The dying doesn't really matter. The thing that matters is hitting him, so... Speaking of which, let's just do this again to make sure we hit him. Aw. He's too fast! No, we got 1 of them, so that's the important part. Probably would have gotten him through his guard if I wasn't using green, but I think we were almost ready to level up with Vice and Drachma for green magic, so... yep. And 161 and 113 to Sacrum, so we're not too far off. And Vice finally got Sacres, so that's good. Once I get Sacrum, I really don't need to get the highest level green magic. It's Sacrulen, which fully restores 1 party member's HP, but you don't get anything that's like fully restores the whole party. So, it's not bad to have, it's just not my ideal, because we'll get an item that does the same thing later, so... Excuse me. PC is mostly dust-free now. Some spots you'd have to uninstall and reinstall some parts after, so you didn't clean there. Now that makes sense to me, Conker, but it's good that it's mostly dust-free. It's something that I'll have to remember to do when I get my own desktop eventually, because I definitely didn't do that with my last PC desktop that I had. And I mean, it lasted a while even so, but would have lasted longer if I dusted it. Yeah, we actually ran into one of them already. Oh, and there's trapdoors, okay. Circle doesn't always mean the right way. If you can see below, look down. If there's a minecart, it'll come back here. Okay. Yeah, so you'll eventually you'll get taken back here if you hit a trap. So inside this mine, I am the law, the loco. Well, we're about to change the law. By the time I'm done with you. So do I want to keep going with this, or do I want to start working on Pyrum? I think I might want to start working towards Pyrum or Crystallum. I think that's the next level. No, I think the next level is actually... I think we got Silenas already, so then the next one's like Panica? I think. I forget. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. Let's just blast things on the field while we're at it. Well, what do you got, Aka? Let's see. Yeah, we could work on Pyrum. I think the next one in purple is Panica. We really don't need a whole lot otherwise. I mean, working on silver probably wouldn't be too bad to keep Fina working on Rizalem, but Pyrum might be a little more important. Well, we have Pyriz, so I guess that's fine for now. Maybe I'll stick silver, so we can work on getting towards Rizalem. Because once we have Rizalem, I really don't need silver ever again, because you could get, like, Eternum eventually. I think that's the highest level silver spell, but Pyrez and Pyrum will do enough for us multi-target, and the crystal spells will do enough for us single target, so really don't need to worry about it too much. And that, and that. And then, why don't you try to hit one of the loopers? Probably won't happen, but, you know, it's worth a shot. Regularly cleaning up PCs is great for keeping them running longer, yeah. Definitely something I will keep in mind, that's for sure. Okay, well, the one was guarding, but that's okay. Fina can finish that one off.
Move! Give me strength!
And then, ideally, we'll hit one of the loopers before Lindsay. I guess this one was attacking, so that's nice. And we got a counter, so it won't miss. Very good. That's one. Now if we can just hit this one, we'll be golden. Nice. If you can hit the loopers, or whatever looper variant is in the area, it will probably save you any amount of grinding that you would otherwise have to do, basically. So I always try to go after them if I can, because then I just get a whole ton of gold, a whole ton of experience, and once you have that, you basically don't need to worry about getting your levels up after that. It's just fine, you know. So Aka's got 103 to her next silver spell. Fina's got 155 to Rizalem. Let's see here. And then we've got red element ones. I think 71 for Vice to get Pyrum, which is kind of crazy. But, yeah, I guess it's fine. Just trying to figure out what I want to work on after this. I guess I could work on purple because Vice is pretty close to 1, and then Aka and Fina aren't too far off either, so... Hey Marie, how's it going? Welcome back. Yeah, glad I'm feeling better as well. Mostly it was last week on Tuesday and Wednesday where it just absolutely blew. Like, I was so bad off, I could hardly concentrate on stuff, I could barely move around. It was the thing about it, I think why it sucked so bad is because it was the most severe reaction and symptoms of anything that I had had aside from seasonal allergies since before the pandemic began. So it probably felt a lot worse than it actually was. It was probably like a pretty normal flu-esque type of a dealie. But because I hadn't had the flu or COVID since the pandemic began, getting it now was all of a sudden like, oh, okay, well, this sucks. But it's like 95% gone at this point. I have like a minor tickle that sometimes pops up in the back of my throat, but other than that, I'm feeling great. I actually worked out today. That's how good I'm feeling. So. But yeah, I'm glad it's mostly gone. I don't want to deal with it anymore. So, purple. We'll do purple. And then we'll do Pyre. And then we'll do another Pyre. And then you can... we'll just have you attack the Looper.
Moons, give me strength.
I suppose having Aka use Pyre instead of using the Stormwing to just hit the Illooper might not be optimal because she has 150% hit rate right now, so it probably would be more optimal to have her go after the Illooper because she has the highest chance of hitting it. They have like an 150% evasion rate or something ridiculous like that, so yeah, if anyone's gonna hit it, she probably will. But that's okay, we don't need her to hit it because now I have Cutlass Fury, so just do that. Or he'll run away, that's fine too. Oh well. Was worth a shot. Because yeah, look at the experience and gold that you get if you don't hit the loopers that are in battles. I mean, the magic EXP doesn't change, but it's not so good in terms of the other stuff. Alright, so Vice, what purple spell are you going to get in the next battle? You'll get Silena's, I think? Yeah, but he'll get Pyrum from getting like about 7 battles worth of red element magic, so it's kind of crazy that Vice gets red spells so quickly. Probably because he's like decently capable of buffing spells, so. Okay, so it said in the thing that circles are not always the correct way, and well, there's 2 circles and an X, so let's just do this, yeah. So there's a whole, like it said back there, there's a whole bunch of traps, and I'll bet you if you went through one of the circles, you'd fall into a minecart and end up back where that other guy was, so. I mean, not too difficult yet, but we'll get there, I'm sure. Further up we go. Yeah, the camera is so much more responsive when you... I already said it, but it is. It's super responsive when you hold L and R down. I didn't tell you what we're up to, Marie. Yeah, we went to Horteka and we found out that some of the inhabitants of Horteka were actually taken to Moonstone Mountain here and forced into slave labor by the Valuans. And, well, we have a reason to kind of go here because one of the elders that was taken here might know where the lost city of Rixus is, and that's where the green moon crystal is supposedly hidden. So we're trying to find them at the moment. We have diggers, and Lusich is... okay, that's fine. I might use Pyres here because it might be more useful against the diggers. Or Wevley. I think Wevley isn't too bad against them either. Nah, I'll just use Pyres. It's fine. And then... I'll use Wevley on them now because I might as well, you know. And then that. I probably should just guard with Dracula, but that's okay. This will get rid of the slimes, so that's good, before they start using, like, I don't know, Attorney or something on me. The ones in the sewers could use Attorney, so I guess we gotta be careful of that.
Moons, give me strength.
I also gotta be careful of my MP, but I have a decent chunk, so, of magic droplets, so we should be alright. Yeah, that went pretty good.
That was easy.
I do eventually want to work on more blue and yellow spells, but really the ones that are most important, at least in my opinion, are the red spells, the purple spells, and the green spells. So, and then silver, of course, for Rizalem, but we don't really need that in a hurry, you know. It's mostly just like, okay, well, I got nothing better to do, so. Okay, there's Silena's for Vice, so that's fine. That's the only trouble, I think, with purple, is that you basically, with purple, you have to wait a while before it gets good in terms of the spells that you get. Because you get Crystalliz, and it's like, okay, this is great. I have a pretty high-powered spell that I can use right now. And then you spend the next 2 levels worth of Magic EXP learning status effects that don't really work all that good. So, yeah. Now there's triangles. That's just great. Another triangle. HM. I think it's across the way here. So, we can look down from here. Okay, so it looks like this is the correct path, is this one right here, because they said look for if there's a minecart, and if you can see it, or a minecart path, basically, a bunch of tracks, and if you can see tracks underneath it, it's probably not the right way, so. Oh, we got another back attack, that's nice. Let's see, mine patrols, and then another digger. Alright. Let's see here, so... Still got 7 MP. Alright, we're good. And do one of those, and why don't you also... I'll just use regular old Pyre, that's fine. And then you can... Well, guarding won't really do me a whole lot of good, because, well, he's, nothing's gonna attack him this turn because it's a back attack, so... Or a preemptive strike, actually. Back attack is them attacking me, so... I could probably just use 2 Pyres, honestly. I don't think I need Pyres. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because they cost the same amount of MP, but, you know. Hey, Pizza Knight, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. You're watching most of my streams silently. Oh, that's okay. Feel free to chat or stay silent as much as you'd like. I'm doing pretty good. We are hanging out in Moonstone Mountain, disrupting DeLoco's plans. I am over being sick last week, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Hopefully you're doing well as well. What's down here anyway? An elevator. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's not going to work too well. Anybody got an electric box? I mean, I do, but it's not like I can just plug that in. What do I look like, an engineer? I don't know how electricity works. Let's see here. So... These guys have all got about the same amount of HP, so I guess if I just, you know, blast them, it'll be fine. You know what? I'm gonna work on silver, actually. I know I'm swapping a whole bunch, but I'm gonna work on silver because purple isn't really gonna do us a whole lot of good for right now because, excuse me, we got one whole support spell to get through before we can get to the point where I learn anything valuable out of it, like Crystalum. So, Webley might work pretty good here, though, considering we got a bunch of guys stuck in between each other like that. Did I switch Cupel? I did. Okay. And then... I got boxes wise. I got a Crystallis box still. Got an Electri box. Got a Sacred box. Does anybody need healing? I guess Vice is a little not topped off. Same with Fina. I'll just use the Sacred box, whatever.
Move! Give me strength!
And now that they're all in a nice big group like this, let's get a Webley off. It probably won't hit all 3, but I might be able to pick off the straggler with Drachma. Or no, he's using the Sacred box, never mind. Well, there'll be one left, whatever. It's fine. This game looks too complex for you to understand. Oh, I mean, it's got a little bit of complexity to it, but it's mostly just a turn-based RPG. There isn't too much to it. I've played it once before, though, so I'm saying that from a position of bias, where I know enough about it in terms of the mechanics to be like, yeah, I could, you know, act like I'm on a high horse or something, but it's not anything that you really need to stress over. I'm just trying to prioritize my magic experience so I don't have to grind at all. So, yeah, there we go. So, which silver move is in 93 for Aka? That's a good question. Let's find out. Silver move. So she'll get Eternity, which, I mean, obviously isn't really all that good for her because, I mean, it isn't just an instant death move. It does deal damage, but it's not much damage, and it's only one enemy, so it's really not. I find that it uses too much SP most of the time, honestly. I usually prefer stuff like Crystal is because, I mean, it uses 2 SP, and it's probably a little bit less powerful than Eternity, but Eternity uses, like, double the SP for, like, only a slight amount of power increase, so... Oh, speaking of power increase, we actually have enough Moonberries from that one battle that we did where we got a drop to get Drachma's next super move, and it's really good, so we're gonna grab it. It's basically 2 focuses and a guard in one command, which is really nice for him. It makes him very strong, especially with the counter bracer I have on him, so that then he can counterattack. It's Spirit Charge, and it's really all of Drachma's SP moves are really good. Tackle's really powerful. His final Spirit move is also very powerful. It's even stronger than Vice's strongest one, but we don't have access to that just yet. We will. Just not yet, that's all. But basically, all of Drachma's moves are really good super moves. It's not like with Aka and Fina where it's like, okay, do you have Delta Shield? Okay, well, Aka doesn't really need a whole ton after that, but, you know. There we go. And the... El Cham, where are you? Not over here. Maybe down there. Let me look at my notes. It'll probably tell me. Chams. Catwalk near Twin Dragon symbol. Okay, well, Twin Dragon symbol right near here, so let's go take a look. Okay, Mind Control dudes. I mean, I could just Pyre, like have everybody hit them and then have Fina do a little Pyreing, and that should do enough. I don't know if Drachma's going to be able to hit them with his poor accuracy, but it's fine. And if we get any counterattacks, that'll help out too. But, well, we have to get those, and we didn't get any yet. Okay, good. So even with Aka attacking, it's enough with Pyre to get rid of them. That's good. Well, they have Crystallis, so I guess that's cool. Inadvertent pun. Didn't do a whole lot to me, though. Alright, that's fine. And do one of these. I just attack with everybody, whatever. I could have used the Sacred Box, but what do I care, right?
That was fun.
Alright, and we are about 13, 14, oh, another Moonberry, nice. 14 more battles from Fina getting Rizalem, and then I never need to use Silver Magic ever again, so. That's nice. Then I can focus on other stuff. Let's see. Oh, he was getting a little stronger. Maybe he's right in this area and I just didn't walk in the right spot. There is a picture guide that actually shows where the Chams are, but I don't want to open that on my phone because it's a pretty loading intensive screen. Like, it's an old guide from like the early 2000s, so there's a lot of stuff on screen that's like really... The pictures are... They kind of make the page load slow, so I don't really want to do that if I can afford not to, you know. I guess we could check out Spirit Charge. I was just going to guard anyway, so... The other nice thing about Spirit Charge is that it's actually a high priority move, so it will always go first along with Delta Shield and that sort of stuff, Counter Strike. So.
Move. Give me strength.
And the reason why it's high priority is because of the fact that it's a guard for Drachma in addition to being 2 focuses, so.
Give me strength.
That's nice. I think I'm just going to attack physically with Aka in battles like that where there's Loopers and a bunch of relatively weak enemies because Fina can handle it. She's got enough agility, I think, to where she can kind of handle the enemies there. Oh, here it is. It's down the wrong path. Okay, well, let's let Fina feed the boy. There we go. Won't get him an upgrade just yet, but that's okay. He doesn't really particularly need one just yet. And I think it's time for some magic droplets. Okay. We got 13 left to get through the rest of the dungeon. I don't remember how long the dungeon is, but I think it's decently long. We should have enough supplies, though, to get through it, even with us just using those to get here. There's a door here. Anybody home? Bunch of jailers. Ah, okay. Some Curie crystals. Okay, well, that could help. Another door. But yeah, I'm not really worried about our MP, to be honest. We mostly just need it for random battles, so if we don't have it for the boss fights, it's really not a big deal. We've got the healing supplies that we need for that. That is a lot of Sorox. Eiko, why don't you use Pyriz? And I guess Fina just use Pyre in case you decide to go first for some reason, which I didn't think was going to happen. But out of anybody, Eika's the fastest, so rely on her. This is why she needs all the HP, though, because she's almost always doing something to where her guard just... It's hard to guard with Eika. Like, Fina doesn't always have things going on, so she can sometimes guard, but... yeah. Way too many monsters for the fact that this is a mine. Yeah, you'd think the Valuans would have, like, exterminated all the bats at this point. Or something.
Moons, give me strength.
Maybe they just let them run wild to torment the prisoners. I don't know. Oh, a couple of them were guarding, even. Alright, well, it didn't matter too much anyway. A Pyre wouldn't have knocked them out, but...
Let us be thankful for our safety.
And thankful for the magic EXP. That's what I'm thankful for. Oh, we're getting closer. Another Moonberry, nice. Yeah, I think there's a certain enemies in the game, not all of them, but I think certain enemies have like a 1% chance to drop a Moonberry, so I guess we're getting decently lucky here. Then again, there's a whole ton of monsters in the battle, so maybe it doesn't roll it like separately for each monster, maybe it's additive, like it's like, okay, there's 8 monsters and there's a 1% chance, so there's an 8% chance you'll get something. That sounds too good to be true, but it might happen. Alright, so a bunch more stuff here. Let's take a look around. We can look down and see. There is, in fact, something below me there. And there's a ladder over there I might be able to get to from a certain section. I'm just going to look around real quick, see what else I can find here. Decently, he calls it. That is ludicrous. Yeah, 1% drop rate isn't really very good, all honesty. But, like I said, if it's additive like that, that means if there were 8 bats there, that meant there was an 8% chance of getting something. That's a 1 in 12.5% chance, like... Or not 1 in 12.5%, just a 1 in 12.5 chance of getting something, so... Yeah, you never know. Yeah, let's just do some pyreting. Drachma, you can guard.
Moons, give me strength.
It is a dig robot, yes. I don't know why they have it on a catwalk like this. It seems like it's in the wrong place, but... A lot of the robots in Final Fantasy VII were also not in the correct place, so I guess that's, you know, about par for the course. Oh, one of them lived. That sucks. Rapid fire. Ow. That was a little damaging. Good lord. Gonna have to fix that next turn. And by next turn... Well, I guess I can use the Sacred Box in case by some miracle Drachma goes before everybody else attacks. Didn't think so. Excuse me.
Let us be thankful for our safety.
Alright. So... There we go. Still in good shape. Use a few of those sacred crystals because we got a whole bunch of them, so might as well. There we go. And good. Alright. So it's over here anyway. Well, it looks like there's a platform below me here. Let's try this one. Eee! Okay, well, I landed right near a treasure chest, so that at least is good. And here's a Deloco mail. Alright, sure. I guess I'll check on that one. Why not? We just got miner's overalls, but it might be better. Yeah, it is a little better. Okay. Protect the wearer from enemy attacks. Yes, that is the definition of armor, Deloco. Thank you. I'm not going to get rid of the victory mail for Vice just yet because it's got the extra attack and will on it, so that'll be good for him for a little while. But it's better than miner's overall, so we'll give it to Drachma. See, that's what I'm saying, though, Lifeblood, is I don't know if it's 8 individual 1% chances, or because that would mean that it's just they do the drop rate separately, or if this game does it differently, where it does the drop rates additively, and it says, okay, so here's everything in battle that can drop something. We will stack the percentage chances, and then we'll just roll randomly on which one you get, so... I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be normal for an RPG to do things that way, but this game doesn't always play by the rules anyway, so... Okay. In the minecart I go. This is probably why this dungeon takes a little longer, because you constantly get stuck back into this room if you want to grab everything. I guess I could, like, run away from fights, but... My magic EXP. Alright, up we go. Oop, okay. Game had to show me the puzzle first before it sent me on my merry way. I might run because, I mean, it's fine. I don't think it's too big of a deal. Just because, like, I mean, I'm okay with fighting the loopers and everything, getting a whole bunch of experience, but I don't want to be, like, super over-leveled or anything. That seems like it wouldn't be a good idea. So... No one cares about the magic EXP. That's not true! I do. Use this side. And down from here. To be fair, you probably do get plenty of magic EXP in the game. It's just I don't know, I'm trying to be optimal, well not optimal, but more efficient about my EXP and magic EXP that I get, so I don't have to, like, blast my way through. Is this a back attack or a preemptive strike? Yeah, it is actually. So now I will fight because it's a preemptive strike. Let's see. Yeah, it's just double pyre. These guys shouldn't live. You lie to yourself. You are a liar, sir. I will prove it. You don't know yourself. Stanley, no one knows you like I do. I know you better than you could possibly know yourself, because I made you! Anyway. Enough of a game that I will probably stream eventually. Let's continue with the game that I currently am streaming instead. It looks like there's a bunch of, like, intersecting corridors around here too, because there's that section of the map there where we could have intercepted, but... Well, I didn't see anything in the hallway that would have let me. Oh, 2 loopers. Okay, well, one of you go after one. Aka, you go after the other one. Let's see what we can do. Okay, well, that's one. Good. Yeah, good old Stanley Parable. Oh, don't worry. We'll get to the Stanley Parable one of these days. It probably won't be a long stream. Probably only take like 2 or 3 streams to beat it all the way, but it'll be a nice little diversion, I think. It's a fun meta game, so... I enjoyed it for when I played it. Okay, so there is a platform below us here, and it's a solid walkway. If we go over there, there's a platform down there, but there's also some holes, and those holes both lead to mine carts by the looks of it. So, I guess we're going this way. Ah, okay, good. And then we can climb down and around and go back up from there. Where is your comfort bucket? Oh, soon. Yeah, I gotta make sure that I buy the Ultra Deluxe version because that just came out not too long ago. So, and that's the one that has all the bucket endings in it. I played the original, but I have not played the Ultra Deluxe version, but I've seen a little bit of stuff from it. What do you mean there's nothing here? I've been bamboozled. I thought I would go down there. Alright, anyway. So we know that one that's on the screen there is not the correct one. That leads to a chest and then all the way back. So does that mean I have to go to the right? I guess so. Because I can't get over there. I guess I might be able to get over here. No, that's from a different path too. Alright, well, then we're going down here. Eee! Okay, now we make another decision. Nothing behind me. So. Which one has tracks underneath it? That has tracks underneath it. That kind of has tracks underneath it, and that definitely has tracks underneath it, so it's this one. Because this has a walkway before the tracks, as you can see here. If we would have fallen down the other ones, we would have just went straight on, but this one doesn't have tracks directly underneath it, because if you look up here... Yeah, see, that's where the chest was, and then we fell down, so... So this is the correct way. Hello? Anyone in this prison cell? Oh, finally, a person. Hi. I'm so used to finding treasure chests in here, I didn't think I'd find an actual person. Remember 2016 with the bottle flip being a thing? Bottle flip. Not really, to be honest. I remember 2014 when the ice bucket challenge was a thing, but the bottle flip thing doesn't ring a bell to me, so... Ah, so this is Sentime. Yeah, I was gonna say, we know you. You're Hans's father, yeah. We have, actually, yep. Yeah, they seem pretty good. They lent us some fuel, actually, so... We should probably help you get out, actually, so... Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh, okay, so there's more people further along, alright. And how can you help, Sentime? Well, I mentioned it before, what do I look like an engineer? Sentime is an engineer, and I'm pretty sure he's a Valuan engineer at that, so he should be able to help us work our way through the mines by working the elevators for us. Cool. Now, sprang to life, good work. He's very handy. Excuse me. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Sentime. Just be careful while you're at it. Try not to run into any of the Valuan soldiers along the way. Because then we'd have to bust you out of prison again, so... Alright. Well, let's take an elevator ride. And then we'll go from there. Oh yeah, that's right. His family did mention that he was a blue rogue, didn't they? Yeah. That's fair. I guess there could be blue rogues from Valua, but we have no way of knowing whether or not he actually is, so... speaking of places to be, I'm actually going to go and use the restroom real quick, so I will be back in just a moment, and then we'll continue with the Moonstone Mountain. Okay, I have returned. I have more water, and I've used the restroom, so we can continue. Conker just remembered you wanted to ask for chat's thoughts on buying the Mass Effect Legendary Edition would be a good idea. I have seen footage of it. I have not played it myself yet, but I've seen footage of it, Conker, and it looks like a pretty solid remaster to me. They changed up the gameplay mechanics in Mass Effect 1 to be a little bit more friendly to the rest of the series, the rest of the trilogy, really. It's more similar to like Mass Effect 3's battle mechanics now, so if you were a big fan of Mass Effect 1's battle mechanics, I would say you might be a little disappointed with that, but I think it plays a lot better than it used to now, so yeah, I would say it's a pretty worthwhile investment. I'd say pick it up. But that would be my thoughts, so I'll use Pyres, why not? Interact with just guard. I think Pyres might be in. Well, that guy's guarding, so probably not. So, but since he's guarding, he won't be attacking me this turn. So that at least is good. And nothing else will be attacking me either, because everything else is dead. So, you've heard the same. Yeah, I mean, it's from what I've heard, a lot of people prefer the way that they changed Mass Effect 1 now. Cole has told me the same. He actually played and beat Mass Effect 1 on the Legendary Edition, and before, I couldn't get him to play Mass Effect 1 to save his life. He would just skip over it on the trilogy that we had, so yeah, he actually played and beat it. He said he enjoyed it. So now I've not bought it myself, but when I eventually play the Mass Effect trilogy for the stream myself, I probably will be using the Legendary Edition because I don't know, the originals just don't seem like they're going to cut it anymore with the quality of life improvements that they made, so. You're considering it since it's on sale on the PSN for about $25. I think that's a pretty solid price, honestly. I don't think you can go wrong with that. I mean, that's a little less than $10 per game. It's closer to $8 per game, so I'd say I would pick it up if I were you. It sounds like a pretty worthwhile investment. So that's just my 2 cents, but I think it's a worthwhile investment, especially for that price. So a Zal seed. Okay, what does that do? Let's take a look. Does anybody need sacred crystals while I'm at it? Yeah, you do. Okay. Zal seeds increase vigor by 3. Vigor is physical defense. I guess I can give that to Fina because she's not very tanky in the physical defense department. Let me look at stats real quick, actually. Let's see. 87, 82. Yeah, you. Yeah, in this case, I will shore up your weaknesses here. There you go. We got a couple of moonberries as well, so let's take a look at other moves if we want. This one's not bad for Fina here because it's basically a Curia crystal on everyone, so it's not too bad. I guess it's worth a possibly worth getting it. This is like Pyrum, except it costs a little more SP, so it's not bad, but I'm not really convinced that I want it, honestly, at the moment. I mean, I guess I could use it at the beginning of a fight, and it would probably do pretty good. And to be fair, I do need to get Aka's 4th move eventually, because her 4th move is very, very good for her for random battles specifically. So, like, it's not so useful in boss fights, because this is mostly all she'll be doing. But her 4th move is very good for random battles, and it will save us quite a bit in the magic droplet economy, so I guess I'll grab this. Vice could get his next move, which is... It's like a physical version of Delta Shield that makes everybody defend and counterattack on the field, and it's pretty strong. It's not even counterattacks just based on the person that's countering. It's a counterattack, I think, that's based on Vice's physical attack, so it's pretty useful. But we'll work on getting Aka to her next thing, I think. Probably be a little more useful. But yeah, so getting her 3rd move will get her access to Lambda Burst, which, like I said, is basically as powerful as Pyrum, if I recall correctly. But it costs a little bit more SP to use because, well, you're not using any MP to use it, so. Let's see. Just going to take me to a treasure, perhaps? Or is this the way to go? I think this is the way to go, actually. I don't know where the other one goes. But there was a split in a path, and usually the split to the side is the one that takes you someplace else, so... But in this case, no, it does not. Alright, well, we've got a perfect opportunity to test it out, so let's test out Lambda Burst, shall we? She's pretty quick, so she might be able to get it in before too many of these Solroks start attacking us. Oh, that's the wrong person to attack, sir. He's got the counter bracer. Goodbye. Again, this game needs a taunt button. I need to turn Drachma into a counter house. Just blast everything. I mean, I guess we're doing that anyway. We've hit 2 out of 3 counters, but... Oh, well. Alright, give it to him, Aka.
Fire consume my enemies! Lambda burst!
Okay, excuse me, it was about as strong as Pyrez, so even less reason to use it.
That was fun!
I mean, I guess it uses no MP, so that's nice, but I don't know, I'm not a big fan of it. So... Yeah, this looks like the correct path, so I think I'll go the other way first before we go anywhere else. I guess you could use that to go back further into the dungeon if you miss something, but like the Cham, but yeah, I got that, so it's fine. And this looks like it connects to someplace else that we've already been nearby, so maybe there's like a chest down here or something. Oh, some loopers, that's good. In this particular case, I think I will just have Aka attack physically and we'll let Fina take care of the rest. Sure, Pyrez, why not? You lined this one up pretty good, didn't you? Oh, damn, it even hit Vice. Yeah, that was pretty well lined up. Okay, well, we got one of the loopers, that's good. It's one of the reasons why I like the Stormwing for so long for Aka, because it just sort of works in terms of its accuracy. It completely negates the 150% dodge rate that the Looper families have. So, and usually she's got enough strength to KO them in one hit, so yeah. It works pretty good. Ow. Oh good, Confusion. Confuse is about as bad as it normally is in games in this one, but I think it only works on the next turn. I think what happens basically is it just wastes this turn, and then next turn they'll attack wildly, so... It's not terrible, it's just... If it's going to be a long battle, that's where Confusion can get a little aggravating. But in this case, it's not going to be a long battle because the battle's over, so... And got a whole bunch of experience and gold out of it too, so that's good. Got some extra MP for Fina. She's well on her way. Aka's almost done learning Attorney. Drachma's almost done learning, I think, Risen. And yeah, pretty soon we'll have Rizalin. I should probably heal because it looks like Vice could definitely use it. Sacred Crystal. Crystals, plural. Okay. And still got those Sacrum Crystals kicking around. I should probably get rid of some of the boxes that I'm not using, like the Electri box and that sort of stuff, because it's just kind of burning a hole in my inventory at the moment, so... Not really something I particularly care to use all that often. A 3 blaster. Okay, so if you didn't have a 3-inch blaster yet, I think that's the one we have for our ship, so if you didn't have it yet, well, you've got it now. And here, nothing! Alright, well, guess it was worth the look. Yeah, it looks like we're going to connect up with something that we saw before this. Ah, okay, here we go. Chest down here. This is the Deloco Drill for Drachma. I'm pretty sure that's one of the last weapons that's not as good as the Mace Hand. Okay, it's still quite a bit below the Mace Hand. This one might be worth the replacement, though, because it has a chance to inflict instant death on an enemy. I don't think it's very common. It's probably like a less than a 5% chance, but it might be worth. What do we think? Do we think we should swap off of the mace hand for the DeLoco drill for the instant death chance? What do we think, chat? Tell me what y'all think. Is it worth it to equip it for the instant death, or should I just stick with the mace until we find something better? Let me know. I will hold on to it for a moment, and I think I will look for... because I think there's a moonfish around here. Yeah, I can hear it beeping, so... You have accuracy on that thing. Use it, use it. Okay. We got 2 use it's, so I'm kind of in the same department. I think we use it as well, so we'll work on it. As a matter of fact, we can even use it in this battle because, as you'll see in a second, if I go like this, we can actually switch weapons mid-battle. If you go to the items menu and go right here, you can actually equip it and change its color in battle. So there you go, and it's a drill. That's just great. That's funny. All right, but anyway, yeah. So you can swap weapons mid-battle if you want to. You don't have to do it just from the equip menu.
Give me strength.
Alright, cool. I don't know if we're going to get to use the drill, because I think Vice is faster than Drachma, but you might get... never mind. Might get a chance, but no.
That was easy.
And yeah, the accuracy on this thing is pretty good, too. So it... I mean, with the counter bracer equipped, I've even got 100% accuracy for Drachma, which is not normal for him, so it's pretty good. Alright, Aka got a rank up. That'll get her Attorney. Drachma will get one next battle, and then Fina shouldn't be too far behind. Okay, so the Moonfish is going to be, like, right around here somewhere. Hello? Moonfish? Mandy? Grim? Hello? There you are. And I think that's the only one that's in here, right? Let me take a look at my notes. Let's see. We got both of the Chams. And we got the Moonfish. Yep, so that's all of the collectibles that I particularly care about in here now. So let's go on the regular path. We should be almost through to the end, I think. There's a boss fight near the end of the place, because of course there is. It's a dungeon in an RPG. If there wasn't a boss fight, it would be a short dungeon, but... yeah, there is, so... yeah, I kind of like the Mace Hand for the early game for Drachma because it kind of lets you do a little risk versus reward. It's kind of like, hey, so you have like no accuracy with this, but it plays well into the fact that Drachma is a counter machine where he can basically just be like, well, I'm just gonna stand here with my 2500 HP, far more than anybody else in the party has, and then just do some damage, you know? So, do I want to use your Pyre? I guess I'll have you use Pyre. And you use Pyre, because there's only 2 of these diggers, so I only need 2 people to go blast them. The slimes will die. They're slimes. Of course they will. Yeah, and actually 2 Pyres won't kill those guys, so... Vice and Drachma can clean up.
Moons, give me strength.
Never mind, 2 Pyres would have killed both of them. Delayed reaction, but, yeah. Would have done it. And Vice is level 20, not bad. Aka's catching up pretty quick, too, and actually he got a decent amount of will out of that as well, so... Alright, there's Risen for Drachma. Again, not the one that I care about, but 4 more battles and we'll have the one I care about. Rizalim would be nice to have on Aka as well, but I think by the time she gets it, we'll have access to Rizalim crystals, so it's not really something that I care about too much. Maybe eventually if I have nothing better to do with my magic experience, but we got a lot to learn still. We got to learn our way through to Sacrum, we got to learn our way through to Pyrum, Crystalline. Eventually I want to get Wevlin and erect. Freudian slip for the ages, Electrolen. There you go. But yeah, we'll try to get those eventually. Yeah, Pyre should work. Oh, that guy was guarding. Okay, well, at least I know he'll stick around.
Moons, give me strength.
These guys, well, one of the loopers might, so... might run away, but see what we can do. Okay, we got one of them. And that was the one that wasn't guarding, so... But yeah, unfortunately, even with the extra accuracy, Drachma's not going to be hitting those loopers very often. He's got a bit of an accuracy problem. Hey, Kojo, how you doing? Welcome back. What did you just walk into? A Freudian slip. That's what you walked into. Yeah, business as usual. Pretty much. And yeah, it's true. It could have been worse. I was trying to say the final electric spell in the game, which was Electrolen, and I definitely said erect instead. I mean, I guess L and R are the same letter in Japanese, but Japanese isn't even my second language, so... yeah, it's not going to work too well. Okay, so that's just to go further back in the area. Doing pretty good there, Kojo. We're making our way through Moonstone Mountain. So we made some good progress today. We'll probably finish the dungeon and then do a little bit after that, and then we'll be good to go. So hopefully you're doing pretty good as well, but I am doing pretty good. Yeah, I guess just Pyre. And then you attack that guy.
Here goes.
Move.
Now what I want to check actually is once we get Rizalim for Fina, I'm going to check how much Aka needs to get herself. That guy's guarding, isn't he? Maybe they're both guarding. Because that didn't do as much as it normally does. Okay, well, Drachma doesn't care. He just annihilates him anyway. So that's cool. Yeah, he was guarding. Okay, cool. Let's see. But yeah, I want to see how much Aka needs in terms of Silver Magic EXP once we finish learning Rizalim for Fina, because once we get it... I mean, Aka's the only other one that I would care about having Rizalim on, because she's the only other person who can learn it in relatively, and I mean really relatively short order. Like, silver spells are mostly very highly intensive in terms of experience to learn, so out of anybody, only Aka and Fina might get that. I mean, look, Aka still needs like 279 magic experience just to get to Rizalim. Like, that's nuts. And Drachma needs 373 just to get to Attorney. Like, holy shit. Vice might get to Attorney, but that would only be if I went for Rizalim with Aka eventually. I wouldn't get Rizalim for Vice. I'd just have him use a crystal. So, or a box. Oh, your favorite dungeon. Yeah, that's everybody's favorite. It's very meandering, that's for sure. There's a lot of getting stuck back at the beginning and having to continue through, so... Oh, okay, Sentime got this elevator working. Cool. Thanks, Sentime. Eating lunch at the moment. There you go, Conker. That'll work. It's almost dinner time for me. Probably about another hour I'll be eating dinner, so maybe an hour and a half. It depends on if I eat a snack after I finish the stream or not. Well, we know where this is. We've been here already. This was the spot that I thought I'd be able to drop to before, but I did not. And I guess if you didn't get that chest, well, now you can see it from here and be like, oh no. Now I gotta go all the way back. Yes, I do share the sentiment, yeah. I have been trying to be very cognizant of where the minecarts are this time around, because I definitely wasn't my first time I played the game, and I ended up running around a lot more. That's for sure. Are they lined up for Alpha Storm? Not really. Okay, well, then I guess I'll just do what we were doing before, where we have Fina doing some Pyre and everybody else just attacks one.
Here goes.
There you go. Okay, well, Quicka might make it so that they dodge, which would kind of suck, I guess, because then I won't be able to kill them with Pyre plus attack, but... Well, that one didn't dodge, so I guess that's two dead.
Move. Give me strength.
Now it's just up to Drachma. And that guy might be guarding, actually. Yeah, it looks like it, based on the damage. Yeah. Drachma just doesn't care. He's just like, nope, dead! Don't care if you're guarding.
That was fun.
I'll kill you with a crit, or I'll just outright kill you. It doesn't even matter to me. Alright, one more battle, and then we'll have Rizalim on Fina, and we can start working on something else, and I gotta figure out what that is. in a moment, once we get there. We're not there yet. Meanwhile, are you sure? Because you sure haven't been working that hard to get me to die. I've only fallen into one trap, and that's because it was required for me to go back, so. That's a great visual. Wow, wow. He does do that a lot, doesn't he? Intellectual monologuing. I like how he's trying to insult Alfonso, but he's so thick-headed, Alfonso that is, that he just doesn't even notice that he's being insulted. He's just like, oh, whatever. I'll go kick his ass. Maybe if you two were on the same page, this would work out a little better for you. Oh. But, of course, DeLoco never tells anybody what his plans are because he's a mad scientist. If he did that, he wouldn't be mad, you know? He'd just be a scientist, and that's no fun. Oh, I see some value in soldiers. And the door just closed behind me, so I guess we're fighting them, aren't we? Hopefully there's a save point around here soon, because it's been a little while, so... Yeah, we'll get there eventually. Oh, 4 of them, okay. Well, I think we're going to be doing a couple of Pyres. At least one. And then just Pyre. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do it that way. And you could do other stuff, too. Like, you could use Lambda Burst, and it would probably do about that much damage. Oh, look, they're guarding. Alright, now Fina, go next so that I can... Okay, well, that'll get rid of that guy, so even if he's guarding. So there might be like one left after this. Oh no, Fina's gonna get rid of the 2 that are weak, so then Drachma will automatically target the one that's guarding, and we might get lucky with that guy. I mean, as long as I hit, we should be fine. So, yeah. Not too bad. I mean, you could do other stuff with those guys if you want. It's not really a big problematic battle. Most of the stuff in here hasn't been really problematic for us. Hell, nothing's even cast Attorney on me in this dungeon, so that's an improvement. So, alright, Rizzalim, we got it. I didn't look enough at the Magic EXP, but probably our next bet would either be Pyrum. Yeah, actually, it's probably Pyrum. That's probably our next best bet in terms of what we should focus our experience on. Because Vice is pretty close to getting it himself, and... Well, then Aka and Fina won't be too far behind. There's some glyphs of speed if you want to cast Quicka, but... Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Quicka. It's kind of just... I mean, it's okay in random battles, I guess, but usually you don't need it. I prefer counterattacking, and when you're quick, you don't counterattack as much because you dodge. And then you can't counterattack because you're dodging. The healing salves will be nice, though. Ah, so you must be the guy that I'm looking for. We'll go check the other one after we talk to Isapa. Well, we're here to rescue you, actually, along with everybody else. Yep. He wanted us to break you out. Oh my god. I don't think that's how this is gonna work. Well, maybe he got there because of family stature? Well, she's a Sylvite, so that's why you've never seen one like her. Yeah. Oh, I'm surprised you actually know who they are. You must be pretty knowledgeable, considering. Yeah, I guess fair enough. Oh my god! That is way too much information, sir. And she is also 17, so please stop. I guess we could knock him out and take him. But... yeah, let's save the fighting for the fighting that we actually need to do. The only enemies that can cast that in here are those slime monsters, if you recall correctly. Yeah, you're probably correct. The ones in the sewers could cast it like Attorney, if I remember right as well, so... I mean, I guess we could watch out for them, but I've killed them before they've been a problem so far, so... You keep making these threats. Oh, I guess a room with spikes would be the room to do it, yeah. And he even opened the door for us. Fantastic. Stay forever while being smeared on my ceiling. That's just great. Alright, well, Isapa's gone too, so I guess him and Sentime are gonna get out of here together. Hopefully. See what's in here. Ah. Some more glyphs of might. Okay. Well, that saves me from having to buy those for, after doing the boss fight that's coming up, so... Excuse me. Because I'm probably just gonna use a bunch of glyphs of might on the first turn. Who needs Incremus when you can just use 4 glyphs of might? And then save your SP for things that actually deal damage. Like, seriously, I don't even know why Incremus exists when you could just do that. It costs the same amount as 4 Increms, so... I don't know. It's something, I guess. Okay, well, we can save. I should probably give Fina back some magic droplets since she's a little low on the MP there. Because she'll be using Crystallis out of anybody, so... Yeah, might as well just top off. There we go. Any sacred crystals needed? No. No, we do not. Alright. So... I think we're good. Alright, let's save it. Checkpoint. And then after this, we can go take a look at what's in DeLoco's Room of Death. Can't believe we've only leveled up 2 times since we started the stream today. Feels like we would have leveled up a lot more, but... The levels will start to slow down now that we're, you know, in the late teens and 20s. It's like I said before, you can, if you didn't do a lot of the side content, you could probably beat this game at about level 40. It's not too bad, so... Granted, there's still quite a bit to go. We've probably got about 10 streams left after this one, but... Yeah. Maybe it's a battle arena. Or it's a compact room. And by compact room, I mean compactor. You once got Vice's final move and used it on this upcoming boss? That was funny. Yeah, that probably, like, knocked him out in one hit, I'll bet. Because Vice's final move is, like... I think it has, like, an 8 times damage multiplier or something ridiculous like that, doesn't it? I don't know. I've been spreading out my Moonberry use, but probably it's best to just get Vice's final move because it's so powerful. I don't know. Maybe it's too powerful. But yeah, I'm with Vice. Let's not stick around long enough to find out. Let's get that other door open. I don't know about that one. I mean, I guess if he locks the doors behind us, that'll make it a little difficult to do this. Drachma will have to suspend the top of the room with his metal arm. Something like that, yeah, I can bet. It's really strong, so I could see it being either a one-hit KO or very close. So. Well, to be fair, I didn't exactly scream when the compactor room in Resident Evil 4 killed me with spikes, so... Uh-oh. Distraction? Am I being saved? Well, inadvertently, yes, I'm being saved by this buffoon. Yes, it is you, the idiot, who has just wrecked DeLoco's plants. I mean, couldn't you just crush all of them and say it was an accident? Like, that wouldn't be above Alfonso's station.
Dispose of them.
He also has so few brain cells in his head for other people that he picked the name Antonio 2 instead of... I don't know, literally anything else. He's just like, let's just name him Antonio 2 Electric Boogaloo. Fantastic. Hey, big guy. Let's see how your health plan is. I think he's yellow element. Yeah, so silver would actually work pretty good in this fight, but yeah, we can work on other stuff. I'll work on red because we're going to start working on Pyrum, so we'll do that. We definitely saved the Aura of Valor. We don't need to get that crazy yet. So, Glyph of Might. Everybody use a Glyph of Might, especially Fina, because she needs the defense. And then we'll work from there. I'll probably just have Fina work on giving healing salves to everybody after that, and the Glyphs of Might will be nice. I don't think he has access to Drillnos, or Drilln at all, but I guess I could Delta Shield to make sure, but
Let's try this.
I don't know, we'll see. Hey, Gravy Bay, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Missed so much of the stream. That's okay. You're here in time to watch the boss fight, so you missed all of the tedium of going through the dungeon at the very least. So that's good. You're here for the most important part. Other than making discoveries, which we did at the beginning of the stream, but I mean, that was just a little running around anyway, so. You made a point to catch up with the recording so you could watch the stream. Yeah, fair enough. That makes sense. I'm glad you're caught up, though, because sometimes I worry about that, where people might not necessarily... Like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I post too much. Like, 3 streams a week might be too much for people to be able to keep up with, you know? But, I don't know, I mean, I guess it works out okay for what we're doing right now. Alright, let's have... you know what, actually, I'm gonna have Aka use... Delta Shield? Do I want a Delta Shield here? I mean, I don't think he might be able to use, like, Electras or something, but I don't think he has Drill Nose. I guess I'll know eventually once I get to that point, but I don't think he does at the moment, so... Just get the healing salves going, and, we'll just let Vice and Drachma do stuff. I'll Spirit Charge even, what the hell, right? Get some extra SP, so that way Drachma might have a chance to use Tackle next turn, along with Cutlass Fury. And we'll get him eventually. Yeah, it's not bad. 875, he should go down in about 4 or 5 more rounds with that, and maybe the occasional Tackle. I'm not going to be able to buff this much in the later boss fights of the game, though, because some of them have access to Drill Nose, which will not only get rid of all of my buffs, but, or, well, actually, there's Drill Nose, and then there's other moves that get rid of buffs. And then, on top of the Ow, on top of that, there's, it gets rid of Incrum, and it weakens you, so that's not really good. This is okay, though, because I can have Aka use a Healing Salve on Vice. Fina, why don't you guard, actually, because you're looking a little out of shape at the moment. Do I want to tackle, or do I want to use, like, Sacris on her? Or Sacri, even. I could use Sacri on her, even. I think I'm going to use the Sacri box on Fina, actually, because she's a little low. Then we'll tackle next turn. Just keep Vice attacking, that's the main thing. Plus, if I have Drachma use the Sacri box, it's more likely to break, so then it's not in my inventory anymore.
Let's try this.
But yeah, the little bit of extra healing should help us out. We won't have to heal like every turn if we do that, so...
This should work.
Okay, there we go. Oh, nice. Okay. I even had her guard on the correct turn, because then he doesn't blast her. At least, not yet, anyway. Alright, now we can go a little more offensive, I think. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's use the Crystallis box, because it should come in pretty handy for us. And then, or maybe I should have you use the Crystallis box, and you can use the last healing salve on Drachma. Let's do that, actually. And then you use the Crystallis box. And then you use Tackle. And then we can charge up next turn and do all that stuff. Basically offense, then defense, and just kind of alternate as we go. That's not bad. Especially for something that's free, you know. And halfway gone. Very good, very good. In case anybody's wondering, I usually don't like to skip super moves when I'm in a boss fight. I'll do it in regular battles, because there it's like, okay, whatever. I'm just using it like an attack, basically. But in boss fights, I usually like to just let them play out. It lets me check chat, it lets me take a drink. It's almost like watching a loading screen in other games. It, you know, gives me a chance to take a little break. So. And it's important to take breaks, because otherwise you'll wear yourself out. See? Fina wore herself out taking a Thunder of Fury because she didn't take a break. So, you respect that, Kojo Nut? I'm glad. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's always good to take a break. It's never a good idea to wear yourself out, so. Yeah, let's use the Sacred Box on Fina. We'll have her guard, and we'll have Drachma use Spirit Charge. And hey, we might get lucky because he might attack Drachma, and then I'll get a chance to counterattack. I think I'm going to go full-on counters with Drachma's build in this game. Oh, good, the Sacred Box is gone. Fantastic. Because I think what I might do with him is basically, I'll keep the counter bracer on him, and then there's another piece of armor later on in the game that increases his counter rate as well, so. Because Spirit Charge innately increases his chance to counter anyway, because he's guarding, and then if he has 2 pieces of armor that give him guards anyway, it's like, I mean, might as well. Ow. Healing salves are so nice. They just work so well. Do I Rain of Swords for the memes? I think I Rain of Swords for the memes. That seems like a good idea. And, well, we can't use the Sacred Box because it's gone, so let's just toss a Sacred Crystal at Vice. You can just guard, and you can use another Spirit Charge. Spirit Charge for the next battle. Start me with more SP in the next random battle. No, that's not how that works. I wish it worked that way. Be like Bravely Default in this thing. But no, that's not how it works. Destruction rains from the heavens! Goodbye. Honestly, that still does pretty respectable damage. That's even more than Crystallez did. And it's an AoE attack, so that's kind of not bad.
Let us be thankful for our safety.
Then again, I'm probably a little over-leveled because I've been killing every looper that I can possibly get my hands on, so yeah, probably works in my favor. 1,500 experience, that's pretty nice, and 2,300 gold, not bad. How we doing on Magic EXP? Oh, we got like 20 from that battle, and a Moonberry, nice. So on our way to Pyrum, not too long now. Alfonso, you might not want to stand directly behind your gigantic armored pet. What do you mean, not this way? Do you think he has control over his body when he's falling over dead? I mean, hell, you don't even have control over your body when you're alive. He's just such a buffoon. It's ridiculous. And you decide to do this now instead of during the boss fight? Like, why wouldn't you just do it while we're fighting? Because then there'd be nothing I could do about it. Add a bit of tension to the boss fight, you know? Speaking of tension being deflated from the room, why did it stop? I don't know about that one. Did you run out of fuel? Oh, yeah, Sentime. Yeah, he's been messing with all the machines and traps as he told us he was going to do when we broke him out of prison, so... it turns out he left a little parting gift for DeLoco. I love when he freaks out. It's just so funny. And then does that. It's just so Saturday morning cartoon. I love it. And also the stock sound effects of him doing that are pretty great too. Anyway, Alfonso's got his back broken because you're the comic relief admiral. That's why. And DeLoco is passed out from too much energy use, so that's fun. Hey, Sentime, so I guess we have you to thank for our lives there and not getting flattened into a tenderized pancake. Yeah, Bubblehead, what a character. He's got some character, that's for sure. Yeah, we made it out pretty good, even with Antonio 2 trying to attack us. I mean, I think so. The elevators were working, so... yeah. I mean, I didn't know how that thing worked anyway, but I mean, I've played other video games, so of course you could guess how that was going to work. Probably true. Probably true. Well, yeah, he's pretty damn good at fixing ships and stuff, so... that's a blue rogue for you. I think I will, because that's probably our next stop, unless we are going to the King's Hideout next. But I think if you go to the King's Hideout next, I think that's, like, the next event location. Like, I think that's where Isapa is gonna go. So. And apparently the rest of the Valuans are none the wiser that we just broke everybody out of prison, so that's just great. Well, since that's the case, out we go. Oh man, gotta get home to my family sounds like a death flag. Yeah, I hope not, after all the work we just did. He seems like a good guy, so... Then again, that's even more of a death flag, so... Oh boy. Let's just use these up. I used an MP for something. Oh, because I ran out of magic droplets, that's why. Okay, that's fine. So I guess we need to get back to town because I need more magic droplets, so... Definitely does sound like a death flag. Yeah, oh boy. Is he also 2 weeks from retirement? I hope not. That never worked out for anybody either. Oh wow, we're almost at 3 hours already. Probably because we spent basically the entirety of today. Like, very little of today was spent in cutscenes and stuff. Why are there still Ixatakans working here? Like, I would have figured we would have busted everybody out of prison, but apparently not. Maybe we were just getting Isapa and Sentai, and then we can break the rest out later. Doesn't seem very heroic, if you ask me, but then again, I don't know. We're air pirates, we're not necessarily flat-out heroes. Alright, anyway, that takes care of Moonstone Mountain. Now, off we go. That's true, I did also take a small break a little while ago, yeah, to go use the restroom and stuff, so... That is a good point. Let's see. I'm just gonna stop off at Horteka. I think that's a decent idea before we head back to the King's Hideout, see if... I don't know if Isapa goes here or if he goes to the King's Hideout. I would assume the latter, but I'm not 100% sure about that, so... Very least we can restock on magic droplets while we're here and then go see Sentai. Especially since we don't know where Rixus is just yet, so... And these guys haven't changed their dialogue yet because they're... Oh no, this isn't the item shop. The flag hasn't tripped yet to have them change their dialogue since we haven't gotten the green moon crystal yet. Alright, anything else I want to sell? I might sell the... not the Crystallis box, I'll still be using that, but I might sell the Electri box just because I don't think I'm really going to use it. Glyphs of Might we're good on. I should buy a couple of healing salves while I'm here. I really don't need these, I'm just going to get rid of these. A little extra money. Finally going to get rid of the mace hand, huh? Alright, well, there it goes. Excuse me. What the hell am I going to use all this money on anyway? I've got like 30-something thousand, 36, almost 37,000 gold. I've got discoveries to sell still. I've got this blaster that I don't think I need because, yeah, I actually have 2 of them, so that means I have 1 already. I don't know what I'm going to use all this money on. Although, if I remember right, there is something that you need, like, a lot of money for later on in the game, but I don't think you need it, like, anytime soon. So... let's see, I got a bunch of Curie crystals, so I don't really care about that. Let's get back to 30 of these. And then I'll buy 5 more of these because I got a bunch of money, so... Hell, I'll buy 10 more of these just to get up to the 15 that I normally like to have. Because why not? Spend the money on blackjack? Yeah. Have to find somebody who knows how to play Tycoon around here and then just bet money on it, right? Something like that. I think if I remember right, Sentai was down this way. Or his ship was, anyway. Yeah, booze. There we go. Get drachma, the most expensive loqua that they have here, right? Let them spike it with the Garpa fruits. Oh man, drachma would be tripping the hell out if that was the case. Ma'am, did Sentai walk past? He did, okay, good. Yeah, that was us, so it's no big deal. It was the right thing to do. Let's go see what Hans has to say. You're welcome. I mean, I tried to, yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, well, our ship kind of has a full crew at the moment. We don't really have a whole lot of room, but if we ever upgrade to a bigger ship, we'll come back and see you. Where the hell is Sentime, anyway? Maybe he's inside the ship working on repairs. Or is that him down there? Hang on, I can look down. Nope. Nope. Okay. Maybe he's in here. I didn't check this out last time, so yeah, here he is. Yes, you were. Now let's see what you got. And he gives us twin propellers. Okay, it's probably something for the little Jack. Let's take a look. Where would I even equip that anyway? Is it something that I can equip? I'm confused. Let's see. It's in here somewhere, I think. Is it a key item? No. It might be in here. Twin propellers, here we go. Additional propeller that increases the ship's quick. Oh, okay, so it's like armor for it. All right. Well, let's go back to the little Jack then, because I can probably equip that somewhere in there. Like here. Which one does quick right now? This does, and it's got 5 dodge. Oh, this even increases more dodge, and it gives us plenty more quick. So there you go. Not a bad upgrade. We are pirates, yeah, so booze is perfectly reasonable, fair enough, yeah. I don't think Aka or Fina or Vice should really be drinking, considering they're below the legal limit, but I guess it depends on the country you're from, too. So, good old Sky Pirate grog, yeah, there you go. R or L, there's another menu in the ship's equipment, yep. Yep, I forgot about that, but then I lost my temporary loss of memory and I remembered it. Does that make any sense? It didn't sound like it made sense, but there you go. Yeah, I forgot that the armor menu was just off to the side there. That's my bad. But we got it, so. Is it worth resting for 160 gold? I don't think so. I think I'll just buy another magic droplet, because that's less money than the inn. It's like 60 gold for one droplet, and that's all I really need to heal up from is just the one droplet, so. It's even 40, so it's even less. There you go. Let's see. So, we're good on Sacrum Crystals for now. Going to keep the Sky Sardies. We don't need the Turbo Kit anymore because we actually have that already done, so. And, well, obviously they're not going to sell any ship supplies for us, but we've got plenty of Opal Wax and plenty of deluxe kits, so we're okay. And now we'll just use the one droplet for Aka, and then we're good to go. We'll head on back to the King's Hideout. I forget what happens when you go there, though. There might be, like, an event that basically throws us directly into a battle. Or they might just say, hey, here's the lost city of Rixus. Either way, we'll find out soon enough, won't we? Alright. So we'll just go check it out. I think if I remember right, it's just an event that has Isapa tell you, hey, this is where the lost city of Rixus is. I could be wrong, but I think. Let's see, there we go. It's going to fly up and around, but, well, didn't really work too well. Is that a merchant ship? Looks like it. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. I went too far down. There we go. Ah, black market ship parts dealer. Value in arms, huh? Interesting. Oh, and you buy and sell discovery information. Well, that'll help. Yeah, so this is kind of, because there's no Sailors Guild in Ixataka, this is kind of like your Sailors Guild, basically, and ship parts vendor. So that's nice. It gives you an opportunity to buy some new stuff, and there's some pretty good new stuff in here, as you can see. A G-type cannon, which is just a flat-out upgrade to the standard cannon. And, I mean, it's a little more SP, obviously, but it's an upgrade to the standard and the heavy cannon. So we also got a 5-inch cannon, which is an upgrade to the 3-inch blaster, despite having less hits. I might wait on that, honestly, until we can get a 5-inch blaster, just because it's probably for the best. We've got a shock torpedo. It might deal some, like, electricity damage or something. I don't know. It's got low hit, but I guess it's there. We got a Prin figure, which is better than the Rogue figure, increases magic defense. A Bore Up kit, which increases quick, but not as much as the twin propellers. And a floor heater, which I think is just like a... There's a title that you can get for Vice later on in the game if you have all of these expensive ship items that don't really have much of a purpose. You don't have to equip them, you just have to buy them. So, I mean, I guess if you want it, you can get it, but I don't really care too much. I can buy a deluxe kit while I'm at it. Actually, this gear grease I think is pretty good too. Yeah, it restores spirit, which I think, if I remember correctly, I don't think it's like an Aura of Valor, but I think it gives you quite a bit of spirit when you use it, so I guess we'll buy a few of these. Let's buy like 5. So I guess I found something to use my some of my money on anyway. Not that it's going to matter too much, because we're going to get a whole bunch of money in about 2 seconds when I sell a whole bunch of discovery information, so... yeah, let's buy a G-type cannon. We'll finally replace the standard cannon. And, I mean, it's a little more SP, but that's okay. I think we'll buy a shock torpedo as well, despite the lowered accuracy. That's really the only problem with torpedoes that I have, is that they just don't really have a whole lot of accuracy, so it doesn't really help too much. Buy the Prin figure. Put that on there. There we go. And then, yeah, not too good, and also not too good, so maybe I'll buy more gear grease as well. Let's just do that. Yep, definitely found something to use my money on since I just did all that then. There you go. Let's see, so we can sell the standard cannon. Don't need that anymore. We can sell the light torpedo. And don't need the rogue figure either, so let's sell that. And then we'll sell all of our discovery information and we'll be good. This guy's going to be hitting a premium, though, considering all the info we just got. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this money that we'll be getting. I mean, you know about Ixataka, yeah. There's also the Garpa fruits underneath Ixataka, so that's fun. We also found a great bird. I'm surprised you didn't see that since you're over here. We also found a golden man. We got Kama Rock. And I think there's one more discovery that I missed over in the in South Ocean, but we can go back there later with a more powerful ship, so then we should be able to get through there a little quicker. And the Wings of Gold. I wonder how many discoveries we've made so far. I think we can check in the options menu, but I don't remember. Let's see, so that's 6. And there's a few other ones here, as it turns out. There's also the Hidden Capital, Fallen Stars, and Island of Punishment. I don't really need the info, it's fine. Oh, there's a new guy on the bounty menu. Gordo the Round, a pirate who will do anything for good food. An air pirate that only attacks ships carrying food cargo in the North Ocean area has taken a liking to the spice trade between Valua and Ixataka. Learning from his chefs, he uses fire to not only cook his meals, but his opponents as well. Fantastic. Alright, well, he's worth 4,000 gold, so I guess if we run into him. I don't think he's one of the Legends updated pirates that you can fight. Like, he's not like Rupee, where he was added in the Legends version, he levels with you. I think Gordo's just in the regular game, so... Excuse me. Yeah, actually, I've met Domingo, as it turns out. I'm surprised he actually made it here. He must have a pretty strong ship, so... The Ixataka Palace, huh? Well, probably we're going to discover that too, because we're going to learn of its existence from Isapa in just a minute. That's not the right menu. Save. Before we go in case the game decides to throw me into a boss fight that I don't feel like doing right now. Like another ship battle that'll take half an hour. Alright, into the hideout we go. I actually don't know when the next ship battles happen, but I don't think it's right after this. I think we're safe to do this little event, so... Yeah, no big deal, King Ixataka. I don't think that's a good idea. That's true as well. Aika wants to get her hands on all the gold. He's got his priorities a little bit out of order, I think. He just has a lot of knowledge about women's measurements as well as all the ancient knowledge he has. Oh, okay. So what do you got? The great bird with its wings spread and the kneeling golden man will open the way. Ah, so the bird that we found and the golden man as well. They probably point to a location that triangulates where the city is, so... Yeah, so if you've already found it, then you probably already have a fair idea of where Rixus is, but... And probably Fina's gonna let us know, so... Yep, so those are 2 discoveries that we've already made. Yep. So, go to where they're pointing and then triangulate that. That's probably what I was going towards with the Golden Man when I was trying to go towards what he was pointing to. And you obviously couldn't do it just yet because, well, it's not, like, story relevant yet to go to the city. Because if you could go to Rixus, it's not like they have a way of keeping you out of Rixus, basically. There's no, like, tools or something you can only use once you get to a certain point. But, yeah, so we'll take a look around for Rixus. It's probably not too far away. I don't specifically remember where it is, but we'll locate it and probably go to the save point or something inside before we call it a day. I think there's another thing to get in there, too. There's a moonfish and, I think, a couple of chams. Yeah, there's a couple of chams as well, so that'll be numbers 10 and 11 for us. We're looking for... The golden number in terms of chams right now is 12. Once we have 12 chams, that's where things are going to get really interesting. It's one of a couple of things we need. Basically, we need to get 12 chams. We need to get 2 of the other types of chams, the more premium ones. We haven't gotten one yet, so I'll tell you what it is once we get one. And then after we get that, we just need to find the 3rd type of cham that lets Cupel regurgitate the ones he's eaten so we can have him eat them in a specific order. And then we'll be good. But in order to get all that, we specifically need 12 chams. So that's first priority for right now. So let's get first priority done, and then after that we'll be good. Yeah, almost, Eika. Just need a little more will.
Move! Give me strength!
And then we won't have to worry about Pyre not KOing these guys. I think that's pretty common, though, for Eika, because I think if I remember right, she usually ends up not quite KOing things with Pyre, no matter where you are in the game. Her will levels up with the enemies in such a way that she'll, like, come close, but not quite KO them unless they're either weak to fire or they're really weak in general, so. Alright, but let's head this way. Probably on the forest floor. And just take a look around for something spinning. Oh, I see whatever this is. Ah, there it is, Rixus. So I guess there's no discovery to be made here. Well, that's a little unfortunate, but, well, we're here, so let's head inside, shall we? If I can get inside. There we go. And yeah, this is a discovery as well. The Gates of Rixus. A huge stone face that stands quietly, buried deep in the forests of Ixtaka. The stones have been fitted so tightly together that not even an insect could crawl between them. It is a remnant of an ancient civilization. So how the hell are we going to get in? That's a fair question, and I think we'll have to find out on the next episode of Skies of Arcadia Legends, the Stream Edition, which will be happening on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I actually didn't expect the save point to be within 2 steps of the entrance, so that's why I'm just as surprised as all of you in terms of, you know, calling it a day right here, but it seems like a fair spot to stop anyway. So we'll take care of the rest of Rixus and probably the rest of the Green Moon Crystal chapter on the next episode. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream, and I'll see all of you on the next one, which, as I said, will be on Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Until then, everybody, take care, and have a good one. It's good to be back. I didn't even cough once the whole stream. Take that, COVID. Just beat your ass over the last 10 days. I'm going to shut up now before COVID decides to get karma on me.